Hi everyone and welcome. I'm Marcie Besecker, an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I'm from Clovis, California. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and it's bingo night. Yay! And on top of that, it is holiday bingo night. So I'm really excited to be with you today. Let me just make sure. First thing I want to tell you so I don't forget, make sure that you click above your chat. Make sure it is on live chat. That way it is up to date and current, especially for playing games. You want to make sure that that is current. So hello everybody. I did read up to quite a bit here. Let's see, Linda had just signed on. Hello everybody. It's bingo night, so I'm not going to go through everybody's names. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing any questions though. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you, Angela. I appreciate it. Hi, Margie. Hi, Lane. Hi, Angela. Welcome, welcome. So I decided to wear red for Christmas. You know, it was either red or green, and I love red, so why not? So let's get some business things out of the way. First, about bingo, and I'm going to explain it all because I know we have a lot of new people tonight. So I will explain everything about bingo, but let me just hit some important things here. Carol Farmer, I used your August numbers. So if you don't have those, they are 4, 8, 9, 11, and 28. Okay? 4, 8, 9, 11, 28. If you need them again, let me know. The next person is Linda Zabel. I think we have 3 Lindas tonight. So Linda Z. I used your March numbers because it was the first ones I saw. 5, 1, 8, 19, and 25. Nancy Lee, I used your August numbers. So I'm using your old numbers if you didn't fill out a registration form. And we're going to talk about the importance of filling that out. You're welcome, Carol. Nancy Lee, 1, 2, 3, 14, and 29. The other one is Michelle Hudson. I do not have numbers for you. You didn't fill out a registration form. I emailed you. You can either, don't respond to that now. Go ahead and comment here and make sure I see it so that I have your numbers. If for some reason you guys give me your numbers or ask for them in the middle of a thing, I won't give them in the middle of a game, but during a card or before we start bingo, I definitely will. So just let me know. I'm going to kind of make sure you don't, that you guys all have them. The other one is, I want to welcome Jessie. She's going to be playing for Jill because Jill is unable to make bingo tonight, but this is her daughter that she's going to be playing. So don't worry, I'm going to explain all of bingo. But I want to share the importance of filling out the registration. When you go into my blog and you see the bingo, does this ever happen to you? Because it happens to me all the time. I didn't even use dimensions in here today, so that tells you that. They're everywhere. May I get my numbers? Yes, Margie. Margie, I think your numbers, let's see. 28, 24, 22, 25, and 9. Barb S, you need your numbers. 3, 7, 11. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, Barb, you have one too many. So I'm going to give you your numbers, and then you need to tell me which one you don't want. 3, 7, 11, 15, 23, 26. So let me know which one you don't want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you gave me 6. When you go in and you see the bingo, for example, October's bingo is up, and it will be a birthday bingo because it's my birthday month, and we are going to have a lot of fun next month's bingo also. 2 months in a row. But that's okay because I like to have fun. So when you go on and you see the picture, there's text below that says October birthday bingo. Click on that text. Don't just add it to your cart. When you add it to your cart, when you add it to your cart, it says you have a form, you pay for it, but you don't ever fill out your registration form. And that's just the way the blog is. I asked if there was a way to take that add to cart off, but apparently there's not. So click on the text fill out the form and then scroll down, and then you can pay below. So you don't ever have to add it to your cart. If you're adding things that you don't need to register for, then you can just add them to the cart, and that's fine. Someone said it's blurry. Let me go back and look here. No number 15 for Barb. Okay, Barb, thank you. Sherry, I have to tell you, sometimes on YouTube or pretty much anything, if it's blurry, I hear a lot of people say that once in a while, but I will look on 5 different, I look at my phone, I look at my iPad, my laptop, my desktop, and there's one other one, something else. And I have one monitor that's a little blurrier than the rest. But then like on my desktop, of course, my internet is really, really good and the highest we can get, and it's clear. So I think it might be a monitor. You could try to go out, come back. But if you do that, please grab your bar and pull it all the way. Make sure you're current to the current time and make sure you're on live chat. Okay. Let's see. Dolores, I think this is the right place for bingo. You are correct. Okay, good. I'm just making sure there's no other questions. Okay, you guys, thank you. Chirping is loud today. Does everybody else hear the chirping? Because I don't hear it when I re-listen. But I've heard several people say that there's chirping. So, and I've not changed any sound on anything. So I might try to turn this down a little bit and see if this helps. Let me get to my sound. Let me know if you guys hear chirping. Not blurry, but chirping is loud for Margie. No chirping. I don't hear it. Yeah, I don't hear it when I listen back either. Some people hear it. Again, I think that has to do with volume. Make sure you check your volume not only on your device, but on the YouTube itself. So you might want to turn one of them down and kind of play with that a little bit. I hope that'll help you guys. Okay, so anyway, fill out the registration form. And here's why it's important. Number one, I get the most current address for you, just in case I don't want it to go to an old address. That's happened to me because it wasn't filled out with the new address. Secondly, when I look at my blog, it tells me you have X amount of people registered, but I may only see so many amount because I may have checked my phone, or for whatever reason, I flag them if I see it on my phone. I try not to open them unless I'm only on this computer, because I take the file and I put it into Excel, and it's just this whole back thing that I do. And it just helps me know that I have the exact same amount. And I don't have anybody that accidentally, registered or didn't pay, or paid and didn't register. It just helps. So if you could please click on the text, fill out the registration form, and then pay below. You don't even have to, once you hit register, just scroll down and pay. You don't have to go back and pay. It's all on one page. So I hope that helps. I'll make a recording for you. Oh, okay, Marcie. So some hear the chirping, a lot of people don't. I'm really sorry. Natalie, it's okay. We are just getting started. Okay, so that is kind of how about registering. I will explain bingo in a minute. October bingo is ready. October birthday bingo. You may register for that. I'm going to let you know that the Christmas holiday bingo sold out. Okay, so it did sell out. What I do is when it comes to the registration, what I do is when RSVP date comes, I kind of figure, okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop it. Like I might have this many people and I'm going to stop it here. I don't do too many more. I don't want to end up with a bunch of extra kits, but I also hate to run out. But it does take me a little bit of time to do my prepping for bingo because I do a lot of die cuts, a lot of pieces. My bingos are not only let's throw cards together. I like to, teach techniques, or, I do cards like I would create a card. I don't do, super simple cards. So just know that. But the idea of my classes or bingos or anything is to teach. So I'm hoping that you enjoy the bingo. I'm hoping that you're learning, you're stepping outside of your box. A lot of the cutting and everything for you is done. So that's super helpful for you, especially if it's a card a little outside your comfort zone. But that's what I want. I want you guys to try new things and try new product and put different things together. So I try to make it as simple as possible for you to create the projects, but also, and that you have the product that you need to create it. But I mostly do all the die cuts and everything that you need. So hopefully that works for you. I hear only the chirping on your channel, almost like you're having a fan running near the mic. I have nothing. I have LED lights, and I have nothing running, which is weird. And if you only hear it on my channel, that is weird. And not everybody hears it all the time. And then when I go back, I don't hear it. So it's really odd. How many people sign up for bingo? It just differs. Every month is different. It just depends. And like I said, I always just kind of do my number where people cut off. And then I add some. And I added more this time because I knew it was a holiday bingo and there might be more. So, okay, Barb, thank you. Let's see, I thought there was another question. No, okay. So that's kind of how that goes. So somebody asked, how do you sign up for bingo? I think I saw that. There's a link below. Oh, how many signed up for bingo? Oh, okay. Anyway, there's a link below if you wanted to sign up for October bingo. And the deadline is going to be October 1st. Bingo will be on the 11th. Ooh, did I put that on there? Ooh, yeah, the 11th. Normally, it's about that week of the month. This month, it was later because I was gone. And so I wanted to make sure when I was at leadership, I wanted to make sure you guys had plenty of time to sign up and all that good stuff. All right, bingo. Video raffle, so I'm going to be doing that first so that those that are not participating, actually I won't do it first, but I will do it earlier in the event. We talked about bingo, talked about registration, the raffle, and we have prizes going out tonight. So please stay with me. Make sure you are online here with me. Those are going to be for the bingo players. The raffle for the video is for anybody that commented, but it will be for people in the US, please. Let's see. I don't hear anything. Okay. Hello, Rosie, and welcome. I believe it's your first time. I had 2 people say it was their first time. There might be more, but sometimes it's really nice when you guys do leave a comment and let me know that it's your first time. So I want to make sure you're on and you get to listen to the instructions. There was one other person, and I think I knew who it was, but I am going to wait to see. Okay, so let's explain bingo now. I'm going to make sure I don't have any other comments that I need to share with you. I do not have my sneak peeks for October's bingo yet. It will be birthday theme. I will tell you, you even need birthday cards during the holiday. And so I have some really great cards for you. 2 masculine cards. One could be masculine or not. The other one, well, both of them could be or not. But 2 masculine cards and 2 other great cards. And it might end up being a 3rd masculine now that I'm thinking about it. Depends on the colors. Okay, Tony. Hello, hi, Carol. Okay, so here we go. Instructions for bingo. I create your kits, and they are here and ready. Is my video pausing for you guys? Because it keeps pausing for me. And I just want to make sure it's still okay. My birthday is October 28th. 19 something. No, I don't care. 65. I'm going to be 58. Ooh, 58. My husband's going to be 60 this next week in 5 days. The chirping can depend on how high you have the volume on your device. Turn up. If you have it turned all the way up, then I hear it. Oh, okay, Lisa. I don't know why. Anyway, my video is pausing a little bit, so don't go away. If it happens to die, I will just come back on and create a second video. So go back out to my videos. It'll say bingo number 2, and or whatever the title, holiday game night number 2, and then sign back on. But oh, good, Sue. Yeah, masculine cards are hard sometimes for people, so it just paused for a second. Yes, it's pausing. That's really weird tonight that it's doing that because it hasn't all day. All right, let's hope it works its kinks out and does okay. So mine seems to be doing okay right now, and you guys are a little behind me, so let's hope. Okay, so how bingo does is I do your kits and I have them ready to go. I pull a kit out of each and I create it with you tonight. We play a bingo, and I'll explain that. Oh, good, Olivia. So Olivia said that she went out and came back in and the pausing stopped, and it's paused for me, so hopefully it's not. All right, so then what we do is we'll play, we'll create a card first, card number 1, and it will say project number 1 on the envelope, and you'll see it when I do it. And then we will play 1 game of bingo. How bingo works is I have these numbers. So when I call a number, and this is your number, you're going to type a B in the comments. Okay, so make sure you're signed into your Gmail. Make sure that you're signed in, and then you will put in a B, and that's for your first letter number. So then I put in a second number. So whenever I call your second number, you're going to type BI. So just have it ready to go, and then just hit enter when you see a second number. Then when I call third number, you're going to put BIN. Okay, and so forth. And then you have your last one ready to go because it's the first person only that wins the bingo. Once you win the bingo, then you are not eligible for the rest of the bingos, but you're going to want to stay around if you can because we're going to do drawings. And I need a number from you to draw your prize, okay? Because we're going to have 8 different prizes I'm giving away. And I thought it only fair to say, okay, give me a number. And then that's what number item you will get. I have them numbered. Okay. Lots of birthdays coming up. Okay, so then what we do is we do that 4 times. So a card, or a project, I should say. It's not always a card, but mostly always a card. A card, a project, a bingo, project, bingo, 4 times. So I give 4 prizes away. The prizes are $100 shopping with me in my Stampin' Up store. Ideally, you put in a $150 order or more because it's a party. You don't have to, but if you want it to be a $150 party, you're only paying your $50 plus your tax and shipping. I pay the first $100. So if it is towards product shipping, and tax, whatever. If you want that to be less than $100, then you're going to put in, you know, like a $90 order or $84 order, whatever it is. Depends on what your tax is and then the shipping. Okay, so if you want to put a $150 order in to get yourself a party, then you're going to get the host benefits also. Okay, during celebration time, you also get the celebration items. So when you put in a $150 order, you give me 3 of your celebration, or 1 and 2, or whatever your celebration items add up to. And then that is what you will get that in your package too. So you will be the hostess. You will get everything. Let's see. Look at all these October babies. Okay, so is Michelle Hudson on? Because I still don't have your numbers, Michelle. So if you are on or somebody sees her comment, please yell at me so I can see them. All right, so that's it. Now, consolation prize. The first person after the bingo person will also get a consolation prize. So if there's 2 people that yell bingo or type bingo, the first person will get the $100 shopping. The second person, you'll get something extra in your package. That's another reason I don't send the packages out until after tonight. The number 1 reason is just in case I forget something. I'm old. I might have forgotten something, not put it in there, and I would hate to send you your kits without something. So that would give me, oh, it says out of stock. I will fix that right. Okay, so Angie just said the registration for October says out of stock. That's because I probably didn't change it, which is kind of odd. But I will go and change that after the video because it will take me too much once I go out of here and come back, it gets all goofy on me. So I'll do it after. Sorry, Angie, but you guys can still register, and then I can email you if I need to remind you. Okay, so does that make sense? Win bingo, get your letters done. Make sure it says bingo and you hit enter as fast as you can. That's why you want to have your live chat ready. You want to make sure your bar at the bottom is all the way over. So if you click off and go somewhere and you come back, your bingo may be behind. And you don't want that, because then of course you're not going to win, right? And you're going to wonder why I'm creating when, you know, numbers should be calling or whatever. All right, so I hope everybody is on and ready to go. I know there's a lot of people not on right now because there's not enough people watching right now. So hopefully they're coming. All right, so let's get started. We are going to do a drawing in a little bit, and that is going to be for my swap cards. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of people wanted swap cards, so, and I had some extras. So for those that commented on the last video, I'm going to do a drawing for that. And then we will do 2 drawings after each bingo for prizes. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yes, because I have 8. Okay, so let's get busy. I think I had all my news. Yes. Does everybody else have their numbers? Perry, 3, 5, 14, 20, and 23. Sorry about that, out of stock, you guys. I thought I fixed it, but maybe I didn't hit save, you know. Does anybody else need their numbers? Okay, nope. All right. So let's get started. Project number 1. I really like this card. So this is the card I told you about that was snowflakes. If you don't have this snowflake card, then you're going to need a snowflake stamp set. So, I mean, you don't have to either, and I'll explain that right now. But this is the card we're going to create. And then, of course, I came up with an idea after I was done. So I'm going to share my idea with you. And maybe I'll do it on this card, but it's just an option. So let's do this card. Oh, checking my numbers. Linda. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Check your numbers. Linda, Linda, Linda. Oh, thank you, Jane. Let's see. Linda North. 8, 12, 19, 21, and 26. Okay, and we'll all give the numbers out again if anybody needs them before bingo. All right, so let's get started. So here we go. I did pull my light over a little bit more. That's why you see it in my video, my other camera shot up above me. So you're going to see I put project 1. So this is how you're going to get your kit, okay? So especially if you're new, I'm going to show you. When you pull everything out, be very careful because you're going to have all of your pieces, but you want to make sure you have your bows and your embellishments. And I always just stick them up in this corner right here and hope that I don't lose them. All right. The next thing I do is you can slide everything off the top over. And the next thing I do is on the inside is where you're going to create the inside. And this is what I did for the inside. I just added some, okay, I'm going to push this away a little because it seems really bright. I'm going to add some color on the stamping there. All right, so we're going to take this card first. And of course, you know, I like to bring in my little, okay. Over to the side of me is the bucket with all the toys, like it's a toy chest, the prizes. And I am hoping that they don't fall. All right, so let's get out first our larger. This is the second to the largest. It's this one here is what I did. The sparkling snowflakes is a beautiful bundle. And I'm going to look for really quickly so I can show you. Except I don't see it, so I don't know what I did with it. I used it at somewhere. There is a punch. Oh, I know why it's way over here. here we go. Sorry, I wanted to show you the punch, but I punched for you, so if you don't have the set. But look at this beautiful punch. It's a snowflake tag topper. So it's going to look like this. Okay, isn't that pretty? And then I rounded the corners. So I used my label, my round. Now this is retired, a detailed trio, but a lot of people have the corner rounder. So whatever size corner you want is fine. So we're going to use the larger one for the inside, and we're going to use the small one for the label, okay? So let's bring our colors in. I used Pool Party, which is what our card base is, and I used Lost Lagoon, okay? So we're going to take our two colors, and you know I like to put my silicone mat. We're going to do the dark one first. So all we're going to do is just kind of stamp around. So I'm going to follow kind of what I did with this. I just did a small here and a little bit bigger right there. Now what I'm going to do is I always re-stamp it, because when you stamp partially, if you think, oh, I'll just use the other part, it never works out right. All right, so, and I'm going to do this one over here in the corner. All right, now I'm going to wipe this off. All right. And then I like to just kind of make sure I don't have any water on it. And now we're going to go into our Pool Party. And I like to do the inside so we don't accidentally grab this piece of paper and cut it or stamp on it or say, oh, I got an extra piece. No, let's make sure we put that in. So now I'm going to kind of come in larger right here, and I don't want that white spot, but I'm going to stamp off just so it looks a little different, and make sure one of my little arrow, you know, one of my tips is in there just to fill it up nicely. We're going to put that there and put that there. And this corner is really white right there. I'm just going to stick a little tiny edge right there. And that's it. So that's the inside. All right. So now that's the inside. We can put that together. So we're going to bring this back in. Let's go ahead and lay it right here. Rosie, if you don't have that punch, you do not have to round the corners if you don't want to. I rounded it because I used this nested essentials to put on there, and I just thought it looked nicer like that. But you don't have to, and you could just put a white piece of paper right there if you want. You could pull this down and cover up the edges if you want. And it doesn't have to be this punch. If you have any corner rounders, it'll work just fine. Okay. All right, so let's move that aside. So this one's done. Let's go ahead and put it on the inside. I love these two colors together. The Lost Lagoon and the Pool Party is just so pretty. And it just reminds me of snowflakes or icicles or any kind of a card like that. Whimsical cards. Love it, love it. All right, and then you're going to put them on. The other thing for those that are new, what's really nice is now you can create your cards at your own pace, okay? So you can be creating these, take your time. I do them a little faster because, of course, we're on video, and bingo nights usually tend to be a very long night. And I know some of you need to get to sleep. You're on the East Coast. Tashana, can you send me some ice cream, please? I would love some. Okay, so now what we're going to do is now we're going to bring in, let's go ahead and work on our label piece right here. And I'm going to stamp it first, because then that kind of gives me an idea of what I'm working with snowflake wise. So I'm going to bring in my Memento ink. And I'm just going to stamp right in the middle of my sentiment, but it just kind of gives me an idea. It says, make the season sparkle. Love that. So make the season sparkle. I'm going to put it right in the middle. All right, make the season sparkle. So there you go. You know, I kind of smushed it kind of hard right there, but it's all right. All right, so there's that one. And then now we're going to do some embossing. Now, you do not have to emboss. You guys know how to emboss. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you an alternative. If you don't know how to emboss, let me know and I can help you. But I did some embossing on these right here. Okay, just on these. But you could, and actually I will do embossing because I think it looks better, but I kind of messed this label up. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you the alternative way to do it because I messed up the label. So I'm going to show you a different way, but normally I would emboss this silver, okay? So I would turn it over, Rosie, except it's a die and it's got the stitching on it, and then it gets really kind of weird on the back. So hi from Australia. It was lovely to meet you at backstage. Oh, Lynette, I'm so glad. I'm going to be really honest. I met a lot of people and it's hard to remember everybody, but I believe we did chat. So I appreciate you chatting. Oh, it's buffering again. It's not for me. Okay, so let's go with this. All right, I'm going to keep going because it seems, I mean, it's doing fine for me. Hopefully it's not with everybody else. Buffering. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Lost Lagoon first, and I'm using the smaller image because we have a much smaller space. So I'm just going to do the Lost Lagoon, and I'm going to do one here, one here. All right, so there's the two. I'm going to do one little tiny one right there just to add that extra little Lost Lagoon on there. Okay, now we're going to bring in our pool party. It's not too bad. Okay, I don't have exactly what you have, but your ideas really helped me. Oh, good. Susan, I am glad. That is hopefully my whole goal, is if you guys can find something like that, like a flower or, you know, and I'm going to give you some different ideas on this. All right, so we have pool party now. So let's just go ahead and add here. And I kind of turn it, make it look a little bit different. All right, we're going to go right about here, and we're going to put silver right there, and it's going to be kind of big. All right, and then we're going to go right here. And then you could stamp off and do a little right there. Stamp off. Let's do just a little right here in that little corner. Okay, so that's good enough. Now, instead of embossing, I'm going to save time for the video. It seems like everybody knows what they're doing with, oh, Lynette, yes, yes. Oh, gosh, we had such a good time, didn't we? Oh, my gosh. We're all in the lobby and having a great time. Okay, then what I'm going to do instead of emboss, just for saving time, and you guys know how to emboss, I'm going to use Smoky Slate. So take Smoky Slate. If you don't have something to emboss with, I'm going to turn this so it takes up the most space. So I'm going to go like a corner to corner there. All right. And I'm just going to put that right in there like that. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit right, and that just a little to peek out. And I'm going to bring in again a point because I do have a couple of other little colors right there. Okay, so that's 3 spots, and I think that's enough. So see, it kind of looks like it. You just don't have the shine on it, right? But you have all this shine over here. So if you're new especially and you don't have embossing, well, first of all, you're going to love it. So get it if you can. But secondly, pull out a color like a silver or like wild wheat instead of gold if you want gold, something like that. So here's this. So let's move this out and this. All right, we're going to be moving this back in. So now we're going to take this and we're going to put our dimensionals and pop it up. And I did something kind of fun with the ribbon, so I'll show you that. All right. All right, so let's pull this out, and we're just going to put it right. I just left a little bit of color at the end to show, okay? And then what we're going to do here is you're going to have these two bows, and I've already made these bows for you, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to take dimensionals. So we're going to take a dimensional, we're going to put it on the front of the bow. Okay, so put it on the pretty side of the bow. We are going to take this and we are going to put it right there. Okay, so you can see that you can see your bow back there, all right? But then you're going to take your cute little silver one and don't look at my nails, you guys. I was going to get my nails done today and I was like, you know what? I want to craft. My husband and I went away for the weekend. We saw Ed Sheeran, which is why I wasn't here Sunday. And so I still had, I have the PDF I'm just going to finalize for you guys, and I'm going to get that out to you. That's another reason you want to fill out your registration form. So I have your email so I can send you the PDF because you're going to need one PDF from the projects. All right, so there's that. And look how cute that is. So you put the one bow in the back and you put the other one in the front. Yes, glue dots. Sorry, Rosie. These are glue dots. Now, sometimes I also add just a little bit of glue because, you know, weather tends to get in the way sometimes of things holding. So you can put a tiny bit of glue. I just move it back. I still put my dimensional to hold it there so I can move on with my project. But I do like to add just a little bit of glue. Right now it's hot for us. It is cooling down, thank goodness, but you know, sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold, things come or go, and I just don't want anything falling apart. So I do that. So there's that. Now we're going to pull our pieces in. And you know that we get very minimal pieces of this paper, so I'm going to show you what I did. Show you my little trick. We're going to bring in my mat. Oh, look, I must feel like I need a whole bunch of them. All right, we're going to bring this in and we are going to glue because this is embossed. Okay, so this, you're going to have yours is going to be embossed with the snowflakes on it. All right, you are going to add glue. I prefer glue over seal when I go to an embossing folder. All right. And I'm just going to put that right down the edge. Number one, this is going to save you paper because this is beautiful paper, but you only get very minimal sheets with this beautiful paper. So I like to make my dollar stretch. Excuse me. Now I'm going to, hopefully this will squirt out, but it's not. So hold on. All right, let's try this again. Oh, poo. All right, hold on. Pulling out the big guns now. I knew I should have cleaned that before my video, and I wasn't even thinking about it. I'm also trying to come up with my Christmas stuff because I go for my retreat in October, and I always work on my Christmas stuff, and so that's what I was doing today. Why is, oh, here we go. All right, hold on. I'm going to do this over to the side because it's going to go everywhere. I just know it. know, if things didn't go wrong, it just wouldn't be live, right? All right, let's try this again. There we go. All right. All right, so we're going to put this one right up to it. And I'm going to put this pretty sparkly snowflake towards the bottom here. There's one up here too, but this one you can see a lot better. Okay, see how the paper is? But because my label is going to kind of go up there, I'm going to do that. All right, I'm just going to lay this on here for right now. And then I'm going to get my other little white piece. So see how I put what little piece on each one? This is also from the same DSP, and it's all listed below. So it's the snowflake. I don't have the pack out here, but it's the same as this one. So it gives you white and the Lost Lagoon color. All right, so we're going to just put this one on here too. Now the other way you can do this is you can create a white piece of paper that is as thick as white as these are. Put it on the white paper and then put all three pieces on, and then you can pop it up if you wanted to also. But because I was popping the label up, I chose not to do that. All right, so make sure your pieces are straight. This one has a tiny bit, that white piece is just a little extra long. And so I want them, you know, nice and straight. And now I'm gonna add glue on the back again because there's holes on the back. You could add seal because it's fairly flat, but I like to do liquid just so I know it's gonna be, I don't add a whole bunch, but just to make sure that it's going to adhere okay. All right, so now we're gonna add our panel to the back panel. I like to always add just that pop of color. My husband, when I used to say pop of color, he used to laugh all the time. He would be like, pop of color? And it would just make me laugh because he had no clue what I was talking about. I'm like, you know, it adds a pop of color. And he's like, no, I do not even know what you're saying. But now all of a sudden I'll hear him, you know, and he'll say, oh yeah, so if you want to do something like this, maybe just add a pop of color. And I'm like, oh, look at you, Mr. Artsy Man, adding your pop of color. I said, you know, home decor and everything, you know, you always want to add a pop of color. Thank you, Virginia. All right, so we're just going to add this to the front because we don't have any ribbon or anything we need to tie around it. We're not stamping on it or anything, so it's ready to go. I'm going to add that. And now we're going to pop this up once we put our dimensionals on. So I like to put this out, and then I'm going to put my dimensional. It will hold through your ribbon. This one is very sheer, but I want it to kind of poke out. I want to see it. So I'm going to do that, but I'm also going to put another one fairly close right there in the middle, just because it's a bigger piece. All right, and then just take these off. And I thought this was really pretty doing it at a slant. So you can read it still, but it's still at a pretty slant. Now I'll be honest with you, because I messed up this label, I will be doing another one. And then I'll show you how we're gonna do that and what's the easiest way. Now, I added these adorable festive pearls. Remember, they were here last year, and I have a ton of them, and I love them because I used them last year. But I'm going to change this up a little bit just to show you something that I thought of after your guys' packages were packed, and I don't have enough. But I pulled these out, and these little white snowflakes, watch this. So if you guys have these, I recommend doing them. I'm going to put a large one right here, right where my dots are. I'm going to put a small one right there, and I'm going to put the medium one up here. Okay, remember these have adhesive on the back. I just put them on the top just to grab them easily. And now I'm going to take these, I'm going to put one right here. I'm going to put this one on top of the snowflake and put these on top of the snowflake. So this is the only thing different, is you're not going to get the snowflakes because Marcie just thought about it about a half hour ago. And then this one right about here. So now you can see those snowflakes. Well, the two there, that one you can't see as well. I decided not to put one there. And I didn't put one there because there's snowflakes on there, but I thought this big spot down here would be really cute. So that is a little bit different than this. So it just gives you kind of an idea, but you still have your ribbons out so you can see them. Isn't that cute? And then I will show you how I will fix this. So I'm going to write myself a note. Fix snowflake card. And I write stuff down and sometimes I forget, so don't let me forget. Because I learned that, you know what, I'm going to show you now because just in case I forget, I don't want to forget because I do all the time. When you have something that's on dimensional and you want to take it off, but let's say you want to save this piece. Let's just say that it's going to be something a little bit different, but you're going to use this on something else, and let's say it's stamped right. But see how I smudged it? I mean, I pushed too hard. So the easiest thing to do is take your scissors. Take your scissors and cut your dimensionals. I've done this for some time. I don't know if you've seen it or you might have seen other people do it because I've seen other people do it. Cut them, but see how now your piece is not ripped or broken. You didn't rip this. Now I can roll these off. Okay, you want to be careful because that will happen, which is okay. You're just going to put that other piece back on, so just be careful. So just roll these off as carefully as you can. If you're going to rip like this one, rip towards the center. So push them towards the center is the best way to do it. That way, if it does rip, it's okay. You're going to get a new one and you're going to put it on and it's going to be beautiful, right? So I will fix this one later because it's just, I love the card and I love the colors. I love silver with it. It's just beautiful. So I hope you guys like it. And maybe think about those little snowflakes on there. So this is the difference. So isn't that cute? Just add those little snowflakes on there. And then, like I said, I moved the darker snowflake down here instead of back here, but you know, it's all preference, whatever you like. So that is project number 1. Yay! Project number 1. All right, I'm going to put this embossing stuff away really quickly so it doesn't go anywhere because I was going to do it for you. And we are going to start some bingo. Oh, you are welcome. All right. Time for bingo, everybody. Get your numbers ready. Does anybody need their numbers? Oh, thanks to Shauna. I'm glad. All right. Does anybody need their numbers? Are we ready? All right. Here we go. Number 21. The more you guys talk, the more I can see that you guys are caught up, and I'm glad that there's the glitching stopped. It has stopped for me completely, so hopefully it has stopped for you guys too. I don't know why it was doing that, but oh, I'm glad you guys like the card. Oh, Babette, you are welcome. I know I had to have seen somebody do it a long time ago. And I thought, that is brilliant. How many times do you grab that piece and just pull it and then you don't have your card? Okay, so let me look at my video because now my video is weirdly behind. Okay, there we go. Number 24. Because you guys started saying B and I didn't see the number down. All right, number 8. And I don't go this fast once we get, 5 numbers or so out there. People need to get their numbers going. Number 30. Oh, thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. Number 28. 28. Oh, Betty, that is a good point. That would be nice. Ooh, Stephanie has a BIN. Number 29. $27. Oh, look at that. 27, 28, 29, 30. $23. Lots of BIs, some B's and BIs. Number 6. I really do appreciate you guys playing bingo with me. It is like my favorite night to be with you guys. It's so much fun. Hi, Rebecca. BIN for Rebecca. 17. Lorraine has a BIN. Corey. $26. Bobette, you just said no and you might be behind. Oh, you put a BI. Okay. I want to make sure. 22. Linda has a BIN, and Linda N, and Linda C, and Renee. Ooh, lots of BINs, you guys. 13. Ooh, Corey has a BING. Eileen with a BIN, number 5. All right, I'm going to slow down now. Now, remember, it's always whoever posts bingo first, so it doesn't matter how fast or slow I go, because you guys are all seeing the numbers at the same time as long as you're caught up to date. Oh, go ahead and lay down. I hope you feel better. Oh, lots of BINs. Bobette, Margie, Janet, Marilee. All right. Ooh, Jane has a BING. Number 2. Number 19. Number 19. Lots of BINs coming up. Quite a few BINGs. $15. BING, Linda, N. So I think all the Lindas are on. Olivia, BIN, Sherry, BIN, Dolores, Barbara, BING for Grace. Okay. 7. Lots of B-I-N-Gs. Number 7. You guys are a tad behind, and I think 7's always a good number, so I have a feeling someone's going to go, so I'm going to pause right here. 7 always seems to be a lucky number. People choose 7. Oh, nobody did the 7. Okay, not for your loss, but B-I-N's. B-I-N-G for Jane. All right. 1. Number 1. Now remember, it's the first person, so everybody have your bingo typed in, ready to go. Make sure your red bar is all the way to the front. I'm going to wait because I already put a number down and put number 1, so I'm going to wait and see. Just in case someone's going to go. Stephanie has a B-I-N-G. Patricia, Linda. Carmen with a B-I-A. All right, nobody went with a 1. Here we go. Number 20. Number 20. I'm waiting for that number to go down. All right, that put Barbara into a B-I-N-G. All right. 25. 25. Whew, you guys are playing them all. Oh, Cindy. Cindy has a bingo. All right, let me look here. All right, hold on. Cindy, is your name, is that the name you used when you signed up? All right, I'm waiting for Cindy's response. I don't see her name. I want to make sure. Cindy, did you registered? Okay, hold on. I'm looking. Sorry, you guys. Give me 1 second. I knew it didn't look familiar, so I'm... Okay, Cindy, I am looking... No, just got on. Oh... Cindy was, yeah, Cindy, I don't have you registered on my bingo. I just checked my emails and everything. I'm just double checking. Let me spell your name under Cynthia. Sorry, everybody. Hold on 1 second. Thia. Okay, so I looked under your first name and your last name, and I don't have anything. So are you sure it's my bingo? It might have been somebody else's. So, oh, you didn't know about it. Okay. So, yeah, you have to register. There's a link below if you want to register for next month. This month is sold out. So that makes sense because I was like, your name didn't sound familiar. So I'm going to go back up and see where I'm at. Okay, so does anybody else have bingo? Yeah, Cindy, so next month there's a link below, and you can always look at the links in my videos and it'll show you for next month. Sorry about that. Okay, okay, I'm going to continue on then. 16. Oh, you're welcome. All right, I don't see anybody for 16, so let's keep going. 4. Number 4. So for those of you that are new, once if you do win bingo, then what you would do is email me your shopping list. Yay, Bobette! Congratulations! Let's check Bobette's. Okay, let me see here. Bobette. 4 and 5. Here's 5 and 4. 11. 11. Am I not seeing it? Bobette, I don't see 11. And then 17 and 23. So you have 17 and 23, but there's not an 11. So I don't see an 11, Bobette. Am I missing it here, people? 11, 11, 11. Nope, I don't see it, Bobette. So the next person then is, go back up, Lisa. So Lisa, 415, 415, 27, 19, 19, and 30. All right, congratulations, Lisa. So Lisa won bingo number 1. Congratulations. Sorry, Bobette. All right, I don't see any others. I'm looking just to make sure. All right, congratulations to Lisa. All right, yay. All right, let's go to card number 2. So card number 2, we used our very cute, I'm using Old Olive and Night of Navy. And here is the card we used. Now, if you don't have this set, the only thing you need to do is come up with a tree. Okay, so I'm going to give you the packages, the bear, the sentiment. You can put whatever you want to right there. Okay, And everything else you're getting. And you are going to be getting a package of these. So I'm telling you what your surprise is. The loose leaf sequins. Loose silver sequins is what we're going to get. So let's go ahead and create this card. So open it up. This piece in the back is going to be your stamping piece. So, oh, the drawings. Yes, let me do that really fast. Good idea, good idea. Oh, I'm so glad you reminded me. So, everybody's names are in here, okay? So, I'm going to pull out 2 prizes for each person. Let me grab my Post-its because I'm going to have to put your name on them so I can package them up with your kit. And I'm just double checking. Yes. Okay, and then, so you're going to give me a number between 1 and 8. I'm going to write these numbers down and I'll cross them off as they come off. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you guys want to do this too, write your numbers 1 through 8. As somebody selects a number, we'll cross it off and we know that number's already taken. All right, so the first winner who can choose any number is, these are little pieces of paper. One name, that's what I got. Linda North. What number would you like? Linda North. Oh, I should do that. Look at my number, my nails. Terrible. All right, Linda North. What number? Okay, you guys aren't picking numbers. Whoever I draws numbers is who they're going to get. So, Linda North, what number do you want? 1 through 8. Hopefully she's still on because number 8. Number 8. Oh, my bucket's over here. Number 8. So your prize for number 8 is a tape cutter. And your tape cutter goes on your, let me find my tape so I can show you. It's very handy. It goes on your white liner tape, and so that you can pull it, and then you could just, I'll show you on it, and then you could just rip it off and use it. So this is what you will get, and I will put it in your package for you. So yay! So let me write your name on that. And those were actually donated by Stamp It Crazy. Barb, she donates things to my business so that I can raffle off. So, oh, I could just stick your name right on there. So there we go. Prize number 1. Yay! Congratulations. Okay, so now the next person, they are nice. I have one too. All right, so we're going to have another person right now, and that person is Paula Roberts. Paula Roberts. So number 8 was taken. So what number would you like? 1 through 7. 1 through 7. Paula Roberts. Let me know what number you want. Unfortunately, you guys have to be on because you got to tell me what number you want. Hopefully you're on playing bingo, and then I can draw your gift. Otherwise, I'll just redraw because. So Paula Roberts. So hopefully Paula's on. So what I think I'll do is put this aside until after my card, and before the next bingo I'll draw this one also, again if we need to. Okay, so we're just going to set that aside and we'll give her until, oh, number 3. Number 3, Paula. Let me see, what is number 3? Number 3 is a beautiful polka dot trash can. Have you seen it? Have you guys seen it? I gotta show it to you. So she gets this beautiful Stampin' Up polka dot, no longer available trash can. Yay! So Paula, that will come in your bingo package. All right. Oh, let me put it together right. There we go. Oh, you are welcome. Now, if anybody, if you've already you have the gift or you don't want the gift or whatever, it will not hurt my feelings. That just means you probably already have it or you don't need it or whatever. Please let me know and I can pull another name. Paula Roberts, because there might be a bundle or so in here. So I just want to make sure that you don't have duplicates if you're not going to use it. All right, so let's get busy now with our card. Yay! Congratulations to both of you. All right. So here is our cute little card. Look how cute he is. So there's a little more detail that you can probably see on video, so we will do it. Like I said, everything's provided for you except a tree. I can't stamp a tree or cut out a tree for this for you. So any tree, whatever tree you have, you don't even have to put a tree if you don't want to. You can, you know, add something else there if you want. Another bear, cut one out and have them following each other or whatever. So I try to do cards. I try to be very mindful of stuff that you may not have, and any sentiment will work. You're going to get the gifts and the bear. You just need some kind of a tree. So when you pull this out, this in the back is going to be your stamping. So let's start with this right here, and let's do our tree first. So we're going to take our tree, which is here, these two right here, okay? But like these, if you have this set, you can do that. If you don't, you have the DSP. You could do another bear, you know, or something out of a different project. All right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to bring in my piercing mat. And I am going to do my tree first. So we need Old Olive. Bring this in. All right, so we're going to take our, I'm going to do, let's do the inside first. I don't think on this one it really matters, but it's a bold image, so I like to take my stamp and just pounce it really good all over so that it gets in all the nooks and crannies, and then I'm going to stamp. And I actually could have stamped sideways. It probably would have fit just fine. But we're going to do this. Let me wipe this off. All right, and now we're going to take this one and we're just going to go around the outside. It's just such a cute little whimsical tree. So you're going to take this, just look at all of your outlines, make sure you're close. There we go. Look how cute that little tree is. Why can't you do a tree? You cannot stamp. As a demonstrator, we cannot stamp images for you. And so I wanted to use the tree that goes with the set, and so yeah, we're not allowed to stamp. It's the rules. Yep. So anything I can't stamp and die cut out for you, like this, I try to give you a piece of paper, if I remember, so that you can cut it out, and then ta-da, there you go, nice and cut out for you. So I saved a little time there. Now let's put this together. So same thing. Let me pull this over here. We're going to open this up. Let's set that aside and let's go ahead and pull out all your pieces. We're going to move everything off the top again and move it over. On the inside, of course, I took some DSP and our pieces here. So let's just put this on here and cut it. Yeah, sometimes it's really hard because I tend to make my cards a little more detailed and a little more involved. And by doing that, sometimes I struggle a little bit, to be honest, because I'm like, okay, can they make this card if they don't have the set? Because I'm just assuming that you don't have the set. And most of you do, which is great, because then you can add or do, okay, look at that. That is a goof. So I'm just going to cut it. I try to use up scraps. So from whatever, and this may not even be measured right, for whatever piece that I have, I try to use the scraps here. So if it's short, just cut it. Not going to hurt anything. If I cut that this much, then I tend to cut the top that much too. But let's see. Let's pull out the green. Oh, there is no green. Yay, so that's even better. Because if I use a dark background and not white, then I tend to just put this right on because there's no need to do another piece. All right, and then what we're going to do is take this. So I always try to use your scraps. Whatever you have for your pieces, I try to use the DSP. I will gladly give up that tiny strip of paper to use DSP in here and not have to pull out full sheets. Because if you guys see and pay attention to where the paper comes from, like some of my stuff, I'm silly, and like the snowflake paper, that is only a couple sheets per pack or whatever, and so I use a lot during bingo, so of course I buy a lot of pieces. The Shining Brightly, I used a ton of that, and so of course I have to go buy a bunch more paper. So, there we go. And so I use a lot of paper, so I have to buy a lot of paper packs. So I hope everybody's been getting their paper. Speaking of paper shares and paper packs. Yeah, Deb, I try to do that because I know a lot of people don't have it all. And I want you to be able to make the card. And of course, I try to just put the alternate ideas out there because you don't have to do it exactly like me. You can definitely do something different. So I try to, you know, give you the other options and ideas too. Okay, so for these, you're just going to clean these out. There's a few little that stuck in there, so just clean that out. I like them nice and clean. And then we're going to go ahead and glue, put it right onto here and do our image. There's really not a lot going on the card that I couldn't adhere it right onto our page, so we're going to do that once I put our glue. And I'm using glue because you can do tiny pieces. I always do triangles in the corner there so that you can make sure you get your glue all the way in the corner. Although this bottle is giving me fits tonight. And so I try to do a little corner so that way your image up around the trees there are also. And then I just go straight down little bit. It doesn't even have to be all the way. You just want that glued down. You don't want it to lift. And then I just put dots too on the little tiny ones. There you go. So that's pretty good. And now you just, I started in the corner and it's, the white is going to go barely outside the blue. Okay, so you want to make sure, I would pick it up and turn it over because you can see your edges a little bit better. Make sure you have everything covered. And then just fold it all the way and get it nice and straight on there and make sure that you don't have any sticking out. And if you do, I have a tiny bit right here. But if you do, you can trim it, but it's also going on top of a dark blue card. So you're really not going to see it, but I tend to like to trim it. All right, so there's that. So let's go ahead and adhere this down now because we're going to do the rest right on top of the card. All right, so let's take our card. And we're going to put that right on top. All right. Now what you don't see is we also put little mountains back here. Okay. If you want to color them or do anything with you can see it's right there. You can see it's up here. It's behind, it goes behind the tree, but it just, instead of looking like this, so then your bear would look like he's just walking, you know, on this little teeny tiny path. This was much better to add right there. Now what I'm going to tell you is I should have put this on there first before I cut it. So I'm going to cut a little off just so I can make sure it goes just on the white. Okay, because that's how I want it. I did not pop the mountains up because I'm going to be popping up all the other little bits, okay? Oh, Carrie, I'm glad you did. All right. I also don't worry about putting glue at the very top of the mountains because we're going to adhere everything right on there. So I just put enough to where I know this is going to stick down. So just put it right down. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, you really can't even see those mountains. If you're sending this to a card maker, they're going to see the mountains. So it just adds a little more texture, a little more fun. You're going to get your packages like this. So let's just fussy cut these out. Remember, on these packages, some of them overlap. So you might have a part of one right here. So I'm going to show you what I would do is if you have a part of a package like to there, cut this one down too. It doesn't matter. I just wanted 3 packages. So like I said, a bunch of packages overlaid across each other. Just kind of go. And then your ribbon, just kind of go around it the best you can. Make it look nice. It's a tiny bit of fussy cutting. You should have seen me cutting out these packages. Some of them I was like, well, that can't go together because they don't match very well. I was like, they need a different package. So just trim them up, make them work for you. This one has a little bow that's going to go right into it. I am going to go around the bow because most likely you're going to see the bow, but you're not going to see that bottom of the package, and I'm going to show you how to fix it anyway. So let's just, this one has the bow right on it. So we're just going to go like this. And then that's where that little notch for that bow came from. So we're just going to cut straight across. Okay. Make it as square as you can. You can use your trimmer if you want. I left a little blue on it up here. So, okay, there you go. That's good enough. And then your last one. We're going to just, honestly, it's easier instead of going around the outside to just like this over here, just cut straight in the pink. Doesn't have, it could still be on the edge, but at least you're in the pink and it's fine. The trees, it's on this set here, Cindy. The very cute. It's, this is the tree right here. That's where the tree came from. All right, so just same thing. Cut. Go around your bow best you can. There's a whole sheet of a bunch of presents that you can use. All right. All right, so there's my 3 presents. Oh, this one I left too much blue on, see it? So I'm just gonna go in the package. If you put it down on white paper, you're definitely gonna see it. So I don't want the blue on my vanilla package. All right, that's good enough. Okay, so now let's pop up our bear with some dimensionals. And then I'm going to bring in some small ones. Put one on his head. And then I just put a couple on his larger feet here towards the bottom. And then I did a half of one on his front little paw here. Okay, so just like that. We're also going to add them on our gifts, but I'm going to wait on that because we're going to have part of them up on the a dimensional piece and part of them not. So we'll fix that in a minute. But let's do our tree. So you can see by doing all of these, you definitely want to have your mountains down. Okay, we're going to put the gifts under the tree. So we're going to lift the tree up a little bit, kind of like it has a trunk. And you could add a piece of paper if you want, but we're putting the packages in front, so you really don't need to know. Oh, Linda, that's a great idea. Where is the white tree? Oh, those are mountains. That comes with, oh gosh, what is that set called? Forest. Hold on, I'll show you. That set comes with, it's listed below also. Right here. This one. Forever Forest, which is a fantastic set. So this is the die right here. Oh yeah, you can't see it well. So it's right there with all those trees. So it's a beautiful set. The bundle is 162058 is the number. 162058. So that is a fantastic set. All right, so we took our tree off. So let's just put our tree up a little ways. I'm going to do it right about there. All right, now we're going to do our bear. And I just love that this, you can just take up the bear punch, because this comes with a bear, in a punch, and you can just punch out your bears right out of the paper. So I put him right about there, so he's kind of coming in the scene, right? And so let's do our gifts and figure out what we're gonna do. So let's do, these are big ones. So let's do, that's too big. I don't like how big this one is. So we're gonna cut this one down, right to where the bow is gonna be pretty much the package. Because it's just way, we're gonna do it like that. That looks good. All right. So if your packages are big and you want them a little smaller, then just cut them down. And this one has blue on the bottom. There we go. All right, so there's our packages. So I want this one in the middle. So I'm gonna put a dimensional on the bottom. I think I'm gonna put a full-size one right here. And I like to put the flat towards the bottom and towards the top so that you can take this and nudge it up to the tree, but then this is still flat on the tree. Otherwise it would be sticking up and you don't want to do that. This one I think is going to just take one large one. And I'm going to put it towards the right so we can layer it up kind of like that. And then this one I'm going to put it towards the left all the way over so we can nudge also on that one. So we're going to put this one kind of sideways here like this. So I'm going to lay it down, the dimensionals right here, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, tiny bit. This one I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to nudge it up. We're going to put a little bit of glue right there so it will just come like right to there. Okay, so that's down and that, and then we'll put this one just kind of turned this way and nudge it. So you've got all your gifts. I'm going to just do a little bit of glue. I just don't want the edges to kind of flip up and be wonky. So we'll just put that there. So there's your gifts in front of your tree. All right, now let's do our sentiment. So we have Merry Christmas, and Merry Christmas is a long line, but we're not going to do it that way. So we're going to take our Night of Navy, and there's a couple ways you could do this. You could easily cut this stamp in half. If you cut this in half, you can nudge them back up together if you want a long line. I will probably most likely always do it like I'm going to do now, but that is an option. You can do that. So we're going to take the Mary and just use your edge, not your edge where you've got that little color. Use your other edge because it goes right to the edge. You don't want to use these because you've got this side. Your stamp is up higher than your sides. Okay, so there's my Mary. I don't have anything on my Christmas. So I'm going to straighten that out, and I'm going to put Mary right there. Okay, you want to make sure your stamp is clean when you do this, okay? Because you don't want your Mary to have ink on it when you're trying to just put your Christmas or vice versa. So I'm going to wipe it off really good, and then I'm going to just kind of stamp it off. See how it's a little bit of wet coming off there? You could also take a tissue, but I don't like to take a tissue because it will leave lint. Sometimes I do, do it like that and then go back on, and then now it's clean and dry. Now I'm going to turn it and do Christmas, but now my head probably gets in the way so I can see good. So I want Christmas. I'm just going to go pounce up and down, and you can move it. You just don't want your Mary to have any ink, and it doesn't look like it does. So I'm going to pull that back in. Ooh, but it doesn't look like it inked very well all the way through. So I'm going to make sure I'm focusing on the rest of it, not just the C. You want to make sure you get that on there. Okay, that's better. No. Okay, I feel like I'm not pushing hard enough over here. And it's probably because it's inkier over here, so I'm going to turn it a little bit, like I told you not to do. As long as you don't get your words, your Mary on there. And then we're going to put this right here. All right, so there's your Merry Christmas. So just be really careful when you do that. All right. Yeah, Cindy, everything, hopefully everything's listed below in the supply list. Everything should be listed. All right, so there we go with that. And now let's go ahead and we're going to just glue this onto here. We're just about done. I try to give you one item as a gift when you play bingo that you're going to use, and this one I thought was perfect because you can just add them to any of the cards, but you can also put as many little sequins on your card that you like. Okay, so there is our sentiment. Except I just pushed it and it went crooked. There we go. All right, so let's put our dimensionals on. We're going to pop this up also. All right, so I just kind of put it over here, not too close to the edge, but all right, there we go. And now the only thing we have to do is to add our pretty little sequins. And what I like to do is take your glue. Let me wipe this little edge tip off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some little dots of where I want my sequins, and I'm going to count them so I don't leave one by itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I did 7. So what I'm going to do is open these up, and I like for the adhesive to dry a little bit and get kind of tacky, and then you put them down because they don't squish all over the place. But of course I'm not going to wait as long as I would because I want them to, we need to continue on. So I'm just going to lay them down. So I'm going to do a large one there and a large one right here. Uh-oh, run away. Okay, large one there. And then I want some mediums, so let's see. Medium. Medium. And some of them look clear until you turn them over, and then they're silver. So it's like they're clear on one side and silver on the other. It's kind of funny. All right, I'm going to put this one right here. And you can always use your pokey tool because they're tiny. And if they're silver, then you know they're facing upward. If they look clear, then they're facing downward. All right, so there's our card. And then the white that you see on like the tree, it will clear, it'll get clear. And then what I do is I let it dry, and then I'll kind of push them down a little bit, and then they're held very well. So you'll get a whole package of these so that you can decorate your cards. All right, so there is card number 2. Yay, so we'll let this one dry. But isn't that cute? So like I said, any tree you have, just put a tree there. It can be piney, it can be whimsical like this, it can be whatever you've got. So just, see, that one's already sticking right there. So once they start kind of sticking, then push them down. All right, we'll let that dry. All right, yay. Are we ready for card number 2? What is the tool you are using to pick up the sequins? Oh, this is old. It's just called a jewel picker. It's the same thing as your, see, I use my brush more, so I need to get another one to put my tip on it. But like this, it's your take pick tool. So if you get a take pick tool, you can use it. And that's what, and this one's actually better because it's got gummy stuff on it. This one has worn off. It's a metal right there, so it doesn't really stick anymore like it used to. But you get the take pick tool. Let's see. Very cute. Oh, thank you. Oops, wrong one. So yeah, it's your take pick tool. And you can replace those too, which is what's really nice. All right, I'm glad you guys like it. Let me just move this aside on my pile over here of stuff. And let's start our next bingo. Who's gonna win? Are we ready? Let me mix these up. Again, for those of you that are signing up for October bingo, as soon as this is over, I'll go fix that so it's available. All right, first number 4. Number 4. Number 29. Number 28. All right, we've got these already. Yay. Number 13. Number 15. So see what I mean by taking different items, by putting that aspen die on there. The paper in the background is from Oh Holy Night. I got any of them that had like the stars or the wind, anything that looked blue. This one's a little bit different. This one had smaller stars on it. So, you know, just kind of think outside the box. Put your scene together and think about, you know, what do you have that would go with that? Number 9. All right, we have B.I.'s Carol, Marilee, Carol H, and Patricia. Number 25. I'm going to move my buckets here so I can pull over my next ones. Our next projects. Oh, and I can't wait to show you the 3D item. Yay! Oh, Pam, I love scene cards. Number 7. Ooh, Dana has BIM. Number 26. Oh, you know what we forgot? Oh, hold on. Is I need to do the drawing next for the swap cards. Number 5. Ooh, lots of BINs. Renee, Marilee, Margie, Patricia. Good, lots of B's getting on the board. Number 23. Can you believe that I have October's cards ready already? I will be putting up on my business Facebook page. I will be posting a sneak peek this week. You have until the 1st to guarantee yourself a kit. After that, like I said, sometimes I make a few extras, but not many. And it really does help me. Number 14. If you know you want to play bingo, then register. Put a note in the note section that says I can't pay until the 5th or whatever day, so I can count you in. And that I'm fine with that. I would rather know you're going to play and make your kit. Number 3, versus not have a kit for you and you wait till the 5th and they're sold out. Just leave me a note though, otherwise I'll email you and send you the link to pay. All right, Carrie has a BING. Number 8. Okay, we're going for bingo number 2. The next number is 18. Ooh, Perry has a BING, Patricia, and Carrie. Those are the ones I can see on my chat. Oh, I missed one. Nope. All right, I'm kind of slowing down a little bit because we have so many BINGs. All right, Stephanie's on. Oh, Carol's got a BING. Dolores has a B. some BIs. All right, next number. Number 6. Oh, Carrie has a bingo. All right, let's look. Carrie. Number 5, 9, 18, 23, and 29. Bingo, Carrie. Congratulations. Yay, Carrie. All right, let me write that down. Number 2, Carrie. Congratulations, Carrie. Yay. For those of you, there's a few of you that are behind. This is the time to catch up because I'm going to be doing some drawings. So make sure you grab that bar and pull it over to the right all the way. Make sure you're caught up. All right, congratulations, Carrie. It's the only one I see. Yay. All right, so first let's skip over. Let me see where I'm at here. Let me get back here. And we are going to go to our drawing. So here we go onto the drawing page. And we're going to see who our winner is for commenting on my last video for the 3 swap cards that I have here. Barbara Peddleton. Yay, Barbara, congratulations. So Barbara Peddleton, let me write that down. All right. Oh, Perry said she has it too. I did not see hers up there when I pulled them off. Okay, Perry, what I'm going to do is go back through the video and look at your numbers and I'll get something, a consolation sent to you. Let me write that down. I think I removed the numbers too quickly, I guess. Consolation to number 2. Okay, got it. Got it, got it. All right. Oh, look, you guys are just sitting on here. Oops, sorry about that. All right, so I was fixing the Perry thing here. Oh. Oh, you didn't, Perry? Okay, well, let me know so I can double check if you did. You don't have bingo. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you. All right, so the consolation, Barbara Peddleton, you get these. Yay. I will get these in the mail to you with your bingo. It just so happened to be, that was going to be for anybody. You didn't have to be playing bingo, but she was, so yay. All right, so let's do our other 2 drawings. Let me move my numbers out of the way here. And who else wants a prize? Okay, so we had number, was that number 3, I think, right? 3 is gone. 3 and 8 are gone, I believe. I think so. Okay, so we're going to draw more. Okay, Perry, I got that. Thank you. All right, so are we ready for prizes now? Let me make sure everybody's pulled over all the way. Okay, Rosie wants a prize. Who else wants a prize? All right. They're so tiny. I'm trying to grab one. Folded even. Rosie, that's crazy. They're all in here, all separate. Oops. Rosie, you won. So which number would you like? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, or 7? So Rosie, let me know which number you want. That is so funny. See, it's magic when you play here with Marcie. Number 7. Number 7. Let's see. Rosie, you get prize number 7 is a crazy press. Also, this was donated by Stampin Crazy. And so if you guys want these, Stampin Crazy has these on her, I believe it's the Etsy site. But it's stamping, oh no, to go to stampitcrazy.net. Stampitcrazy.net. And so this is a press, like for your Stamparatus. It's awesome. I use mine all the time. So this is number 7 for Rosie. Yay. Let me put a little piece of tape on here. I'm just going to tape your name right, oops, right on there. All right, Rosie, you're going to love this. All right. All right, so that was 1. We need 1 more, right? All right, so somebody's got to speak up and say who wants the next one like Rosie did. It tend to work, didn't it? All right, 1 more. Oops, that was number 7, right? All right, 7's gone. We have 1 more right now. All right, who wants it? Okay, I've got a couple on my hand. 1 is in my fingers and 1 is not. It's hanging on. Sherry Wilker. Sherry. Oh, let's see. You get to see your whole name. Sherry Wilker. Sherry, what would you like? Number 1, 2, 4, 5, or 6? 1, 2, 4, 5, or 6? What number would you like? Oh, you are welcome, Rosie. So now I'm waiting for Sherry to let me know what she would like. I'll start getting ready for my next project while I'm waiting. Now this card is going to go along with the 3D item. So the 3D item will be the last item that we do. Did you do .net, Laura Ann? Let me make sure. Stampitcrazy.net. Sherry, number 5. All right, number 5. Let me cross number 5 off. Number 5. Number 5 is this package of beautiful gold cards and envelopes. Perfect to make your Christmas cards. So let me put this on here. Congratulations. All right. There we go. Number 5. Congratulations. Yep, .net or .com. Oh, maybe, oh, someone stole my name, had to go with, oh, .org. Okay, stampitcrazy.org. .org. Yeah, those envelopes are really nice and pretty. All right, congratulations. All right, so let's get busy on the next one. The next project, you're going to be using Stars at Night. Again, you don't have to, but we are using this sentiment right here, which is wishing you the best and brightest holiday season. It fits in the die cut that we're doing, but you could obviously use a different sentiment, even a different label, whatever you want to use. So whatever you'd like. You're welcome, Sherry. And then I used this and I cut out your little stars. So you don't have to use this, but this is the label that we used that goes with the Stars at Night. It's a beautiful set. Again, you don't have to use it, and I'll show you what we've got going here. So here's our card. It's nice and elegant. It could be masculine. I tied it in a knot versus a bow. And it's just a nice card that's sparkly. I did put white on the inside. I tend to like white even on the inside of a vanilla card. It just pops out your text more. I don't know why. That's just me. If you'd like to replace it with vanilla, by all means, please do. Okay, so what we're going to do is, here's our kit, and it says project number 3. All right, so let's open our project. Now, there's a couple things I wanted to show you on this one. So be very, very careful, first off, about these teeny tiny stars. I believe there are 5, if I remember correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're all one of each size, 5. Okay, so there's 5 stars right there. So just push them up there so I don't lose them. All right, now let's go ahead and do the inside so we can move all the top part off and do our inside here. So like always, I'm going to take our piece here and add the vanilla. This piece here is usually 3/4 of an inch by 4. And it's going to be a scrap piece from this cardstock. It's beautiful, Jackie. That whole suite, I honestly use the other bundle that comes with it more than this one. Well, now I'm trying to remember. I mean, they're both beautiful. The whole suite is beautiful. I don't know. I use them both. So I guess I shouldn't say one more than the other because I put this one in bingo. All right, so it's a little long. That's okay. It's a scrap, so it just depends on how I cut my pieces, what I had left, what I wanted to use. And so this is such a little piece. I put glue on it. Plus I can get it right to the edge. All right, so, oops, I overlapped. Make sure you don't overlap your piece because then it's going to look crooked. And I'm going to cut this off. All right. And now we'll adhere this on, and our inside will be done. Like I said, if I end up cutting DSP for my card, and of course, if you add your 5 1/4 piece, right, and you add your 3/4 piece, it's going to be 6, right? So when you cut these, they're going to be 6 inches. So that way you can kind of, you know, use all that paper up. So we're going to bring our inside piece over. And again, I like to do this on white so I can see the edges instead of on my mat. I like to do that one mostly when it's white paper or a very lighter color paper. All right, so this is card number 3. Let's put this on the inside. See how it's light? It just really pops out at me. It's a lot easier to see and put your piece down if you can see your outside. Okay, there we go. So the inside's done. Can you request color? Oh, you're talking to Barb. Okay, so now what we're going to do is let's go ahead and add our paper and our panel together because we are going to wrap ribbon around, so you don't want to glue this yet. But let's go ahead and adhere these two together. there we go. Thank you, Patricia. All right, so we'll put that aside and let's work on our sentiment. I'm going to show you something, what I did, and I, of course, had Stephanie's help to punch and die cut and all that kind of good stuff on bingo this time. And what I had her do is partially cut this because I wanted to show you a couple different things, okay? First of all, you can see the line right there where it's going to cut. So you can put it in your trimmer and cut it. When I had her do this, I was not thinking that my edges were straight. So technically, I could have cut this in half and brought my blue piece down because I wanted blue on the bottom and on the top, okay? Because this is going to be my main focus right here, okay? So what I did is I'm going to take this and I'm going to stamp it in Night of Navy. And what I like about this sentiment is it fits nicely in this die. But if you don't have to use this, you can use something else. If you don't have this stamp set, use a different sentiment and decorate the top part. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of put it right there inside the arch. Okay, so there you go. So it's in the arch. Now, if you don't have that, but you have something that fits down here, put a couple of your little stars right there, or, you know, whatever. You can decorate that up to fill in that space with something else. You could also stamp it, bring this in and use, you know, one of the, like these little stars right here that are kind of at an arch, fill it in. But if you don't have a stamp set, use a different, you know, a different little star or a little leaf or whatever you've got that you might want to fill that space in. All right, so now with this, I'm just going to cut it. I'm just going to use regular scissors. You can see right on the line where the line is. But what I'm going to do, and like I said, I told her to do this before I thought about it, and that this has straight edges. If it didn't have straight edges, this being a little bit longer, I can just add my sentiment on it, which was my original thought when I had her cut them, is I wanted it longer. So I'm just going to add my sentiment right there, but see how it goes side to side? So because it goes side to side, I didn't have to have her do that. I could have just had her die cut this out, cut it in half, and then glued it on the back. But because it's like this, I'm just going to do it like this because it's already cut like that. But for purposes in the future, I probably would not have had her, I would have just had her die cut them and not have to think about how long they are and the size and all that. If it's too long for you or too big, just trim it down. Some may be perfect, some may be too long. You can just trim it down and you just want some blue on the top and on the bottom. Hi, Mary, how are you? All right. So I'm just going to move this back up. Okay, so there we go. So there's that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our adhesive on the back of our card. We're going to kind of place our card and think about our ribbon. So when we put this on, this is the back side, but that's okay. We're just going to look for placement. So I want it kind of down, not all the way, but like, you know, a third of the way down or so. So maybe right about there. So I'm going to put my adhesive about right here. Okay. You're going to take one of your ribbons. They should be close to the same size. Take one, put it there. Okay. You're going to wrap it around. You want it to come straight across. So just kind of figure out where it's at, straight across. And then what I usually do is I usually will cut that off, and then I'm going to put my adhesive on, and I'm going to put this piece down so that my ribbon stays where I want it. I go over it just to give it that extra hold. And I'm going to go ahead and put this down. All right, there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put our sentiment up on dimensionals. I know, Steph. I thought about it after the fact. Remember that it was straight. And I was like, oh, well. I was just having you more, you know, practice. Practice, practice. Now my vanilla is a little off the edges, and I'm just kind of crazy like that. So I'm just going to trim that a little bit. You can barely see them. But there we go. Now I'm going to bring this in, and this is going to go about right here, but I want to bring in my other piece. Remember that your glitter is definitely brighter on one side than the other side, okay? So you want the bright side to face down right here. That way when you pull it up, it's going to be on the top. And then you're just going to tie this in a knot. And I'm not going to adhere this yet. I just kind of want to get an idea of where I want my knot. You can make it a looser knot, a tighter knot, whatever you want. Remember, just try to keep your glitter part facing up. So just move that knot where you want it. Move your glitter pieces, kind of twist them and turn them how you want them. Okay, and then just kind of put that there. And then I'm just gonna cut these at an angle. Okay, and you can put a glue dot, and I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute. Let's put our sentiment on. All right, I'm just going to go right over this so that it's centered. But now it's pretty much stuck to the ribbon. It's a little stuck to the card, but I want to make sure it's going to be stuck. So I like to take a glue dot, and I'm just going to go right under where that ribbon's popping up and just kind of press that down. And now it's really good on both sides. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue dots, and I want this ribbon to lay down a little bit. So I'm going to put a glue dot right there and lay that ribbon down, because I want the pretty gold side to show instead of it twisting where I don't want it to twist. So I'm just going to put it right close to the knot and just have it, and you can still fold it up and it'll still go up, but that way it's a little more down, whereas this one is just free. It's not glued down, and you don't have to glue it down if you don't want to. But this one, I just kind of wanted it to lay a little more, just to show you that there's, you know, options that you can do. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to add our stars. So what we're going to do is I'm going to close this number 3 and move it over here so it can finish drying when we're done. Is we're going to add our glue. So I'm going to add one here, and that's a pretty big star. One here, a very tiny dot right there, like so tiny. One right here, and then a bigger one right there. All right, so here are all of our little stars. We're going to take the large one, and I put it up to the top where that big glue's at. Again, it's nice to be able to let the glue dry a little, but it's also nice that you can make sure that they're straight, okay? Then this one, we're gonna move and put it over here. And I'm gonna put it right here. This little guy, now I'm gonna bring my tool out here. I'm gonna bring this one and put it right here. And you can obviously put them wherever you want them. I just kind of decided to move them around a little bit. I didn't want to put the tiniest star on here, so I put it right here. It's kind of close to this other one. But I put this diamond shaped one and put it right here. All right, so there is the card. But look at that paper. The DSP alone does so much for this paper. It's absolutely beautiful. Can you imagine heat embossing the sentiment would be really pretty too. So that is the card. Project number 3. That one was super simple because your next one is going to be a little more detailed. You're going to get a PDF for it, so I'm not going to give you a bunch of measurements or anything, but you will get a PDF if you did bingo. All right. Yay. I do too, Barb. That DSP is just so beautiful. And you get one sheet of each pattern in that package. And you get a vanilla, and then you get the navy. So, look how quick that was. Yay, bingo time. Are you guys ready for bingo number 3? I love that paper. I was a little crazy doing that paper because, like I said, I did a project for number 3 and 4 out of that paper. But you only get one sheet of each pattern per color in there. All right, are we ready? All right, who's going to win this bingo now? Ready to win. Rosie, now you know you can't win again because you already won once. Right? Oh, wait, you didn't win bingo, right? So, yes, you can. Number 27. Rosie's putting it out there just in case it works again for her. Number 28. And I'm grabbing those not next to each other, but it seems like every bingo, I mean, every time they've been close together. 21. Oh, Corey wants to win too. Oh, thank you, Michelle. 23. All right, lots of B's and a BI for Olivia. Look at you go. $25. Did you guys see my post was a couple days ago? I think it was Margie, make sure you grab your bar on the front bottom of your video and pull it to the right. You must, if you click out of YouTube and come back, sometimes it you get behind. So make sure you grab your bar and pull it all the way to the right, and make sure you're in live chat. Okay, good. Number 19. Angela has a BI, and Sherry. Number 26. Let's see, number 2 was Carrie. I was trying to remember who won the second one. Look, I'm forgetting already. Number 24. Oh, Linda has a BIN too. 29. Number 10. Ooh, Marcie has a BIN. Number 3. Number 14. Number 20. All right, we have Eileen, Rosie, and Angela with BIN, and Carol, H, and Stephanie. $13. Ooh, lots of BINs now. Number 7. I didn't pay for bingo because I was going to visit with my sister in West Virginia. Didn't get to go. Oh. Oh, Michelle. Sorry about that too. It sold out. Oh, Mary Lee has bingo. Let's see. All right, let's see. All right, 3, 7, 13, 24, 24, and 28. Mary Lee, congratulations. Yay. So Mary Lee has number 3 bingo. And Patricia, you have a bingo too? Let's see. Patricia. All right, let's see. 3, 7, 13, 19, and 28. So consolation prize for Patricia. Let's see. Let me write this down. Patricia. So you will get a goodie in your package also. Congratulations. Yay. All right, so now we have 2 more gifts, right? 2 more prizes I'm giving away, something special in your package. All right, so who's going to win this one? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Woo-hoo-hoo. I know, Michelle. October's is up, and it's going to be a birthday bingo, so it's going to be really good, too. All right. Sneak peeks will go up this week. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. All right. We have 2 people again. Let's see. Lori Ann Alexander. Lori and Alexander. Whoops, let me see. There we go. Lori Ann Alexander. If you are on here, your number choices are 1, 2, 4, or 6. 1, 2, 4, or 6. Lori Ann Alexander. I don't know if I've seen Lori Ann on here. I do have some people that just buy bingo for the kits because they are, it's the same price as a class. And then they get the video, so. But I don't know if I've seen her on here. We're going to draw a second one, and then we may end up drawing another one if she's not on here. All right, so let's draw. So she'll have to pick a number later then. I don't see her on here. All right, here we go. Margie. Margie. Yay. So, number 1, 2, 4, or 6, Margie. Which number would you like? 1, 2, 4, or 6? 1, 2, 4, or 6. So let me know. I hope you're still on here. Number 1. Number 1. Number 1. Number 1. I believe this one glows in the dark. I love, love, love mine, so hopefully you'll love it too. You are welcome. All right, so Marcie is going to go here. Looks like we may be drawing another one. So Lori Ann Alexander. Congratulations, Marcie. You are welcome. All right, so we're going to draw somebody else because it looks like Lori Ann's not here. It does glow in the dark. That's what I thought. All right, so here we go, Lori Ann Alexander, one last time. I got one in my hand. All right, Karuna Kinsey. Karuna Kinsey, are you on? Karuna, I hope you're on. Lorianne is not, so. Hi, Melanie, how are you? All right, we'll wait just a bit, see if Karuna's on. And then our last project is a 3D project, and it is, oh, Spirited Grace is Karuna, right? Yes, okay, so. Oh, shoot. What number did she have? She had number 1, right? I have 1. Let's see. I have 2, 4, and 6. So 1 is gone. 2, 4, or 6? 4. Number 4. Now, if you have this and you don't want it, then I can gift it to somebody else. Let me know. But I have this sweet or the bundle for the Queen Bee for you. The bundle for Queen Bee. So congratulations, Karuna. I hope I'm saying that right. Is it Karuna? Karuna? Karuna. Karuna. I'm sure I'm butchering it, but congratulations. This will go in your bingo kit. So you'll get it with your bingo. Yay! So we have 2 more. So that was number 4. So we have number 2 and 6 next. Oh, great. Great, great, great. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do number 6. I did do some scoring for you, but you're going to do some cutting right now. So when you do your project, make sure you watch what we're doing and so that you can do everything correctly. And I'm going to follow my directions that I need to proof before I send them out to you. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to go from the beginning, and then I'm going to show you what I sent to you, and then where we're going to start from what you have in your hand. So you're going to have a 12 by 12, okay? 12 by 12 piece of paper. So let's show you. You have 12 by 12, and what you're going to do is you need 2 pieces of a 12 by 12. I guess I should show you what you're making, right? I should show you that first. So we did this card, right? We did this card, and it would be so cute if it had something nice to go with it, like a packaging of some type. So what I did is you're going to get a print. Most of you, I think all of you are going to get this print. And then your box is going to be the same paper. I didn't have enough of the other paper. So, and I ordered a lot of this paper, trust me. That's probably why nobody can get it. So this is what you're going to make. you're going to make this nice, good size box, and it has magnets on it. Now, I'm going to tell you with the magnets, you want to hot glue them if you can. I used regular glue, and it looks great and wonderful. Then all of a sudden, they come off of the paper a little too easily. So I would hot glue these. The ones that you're going to put under here on the paper, they're fine. And so it will adhere together, okay? And it's a great little box. And so you can open it up, and then it opens up pretty good to put your, little gifty gift in there, right? So, and then, of course, you're going to have your card, which this one doesn't match because it's not, I don't know where the other card went. There was a card that matched this, but, oh, it is this one. See how the leaves on the background? This was the sample one, and so it matches. So yours is going to have this, and it's going to match the box, okay? So this was the way to make my paper stretch a little bit, is I did the blue on the box, but I did the vanilla for the card so you can match it. And you get one sheet of each of these in the package, and you can do 2 boxes with 1 sheet of paper, and of course 6 card fronts with 1 sheet. So there was a lot of paper bought. Okay, so now how you're going to do it is on the directions, it says you need 2 pieces of 10 by 9.5. Okay, so, and I'm going to show you where I stopped and put it in your bag. You'll see, so that you can know where you're starting from outside your bag. Okay, so I'm going to do 10. So we're going to do 10. All right, so you're going to put that piece, and then you're going to do 9.5. All right, 9.5. 10 by 9.5. All right, then you're going to hold these 2 pieces to the side. All right, so you're going to have these 2 pieces you're going to put to the side. All right, now on the 10-inch side, that means this side is the 10-inch side. I'm going to show you in your directions, you're going to have this. Okay, so I created this for you. You're going to have this in your directions, so don't worry about that. So on your 10-inch side now if you do a bunch of them, I would recommend taking your blade out and leaving just your score tool. But for now, we're going to hope I don't mess up. So you're going to score at 2.5. And remember, this is vanilla paper. You don't want to score it too hard. You're going to go 2.5. Okay, I go up and down just easily. And then you're going to go to 9.5. So it says on the 10-inch side, you're going to do 2.5 and 9.5. So here's your 9.5. All right. So you're going to have it close to the edge. Now you always, always, always turn clockwise. Okay. Anytime I create something, I turn it clockwise unless the directions say differently. Then usually I try to change it to where it will be clockwise. So turn clockwise. On the 9.5 side, you're going to go to 2.5. All right, 2.5 and 6.5. All right, 2.5 and 6.5. All right, so now this is where your piece is going to be at. Now, it says on the 10-inch side, which is this side, and if you need to, pencil a little 10 up there if you need to. On your 10-inch side, but you can tell it's longer, you are going to make a tick mark at the 1 1/4. So see, you have your thin piece right here, and then you have your bigger square right here, and it's really hard to see, I know. But you have your bigger square right here, and it's probably because this didn't score very well. Let me score it again. Okay, you can see it a little bit better. So now, right here is where that is. So you're going to go to 2. It tells you make a tick mark at 1 1/4. So you have your thin piece over here, okay, down this side. You're going to go to 1 1/4, and I close it, and then I take a pencil, which is here somewhere. I take a pencil, and I just make a little tick mark. Okay, it's a lead pencil, so you can put the lead out there and make yourself a little mark. Okay. And if you need to do it with your scorer too, that's fine. So now I have a little mark right there. So I put it in and mark it. Now I'm going to move this, and I still have done this part for you, okay? You're going to take this and you're going to, I turn it upside down because it's easier for me to work down here. You don't need the arm anymore. It's easier for me to work down here. So I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to put the pencil right in the crack there in the where you're going to score. And then I lift this up over the brown edge down there. And then I close this. Okay. And now I move this until I can see now if you have a scoreboard, a diagonal one, you can definitely use that too. You can use a ruler and do it too. It's just as easy. But I'm going to do it right there. And I'm going to move this until I can see those marks that cross right there. And then I'm just going to go to that corner. Okay, so now I went diagonal to there. And now I'm going to do it over here. So I'm going to put my pencil there. And now I can see the edge really well. So the pencil to that corner. And I'm going to score. So if you're looking at this, this is what I just did. I have the thin end over here. You're going to score these two. Anything dotted is scored, okay? So you'll see that on the little map. All right, now what you're going to do is you're going to see, let me try to move this out of the way without, right here. I like to bring my larger scissors in, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to wedge. So you're going to wedge both of these. So we're going to wedge this, which means you just, now this is what you have right here. But you're going to push this in, and then you're going to bend this part in right here. Okay, when you bend that in, it goes to that corner. So you'll have this folded, and then I folded this up for you. And this is what you're going to get, okay, is this piece. So what you can do before you wedge is, let's go ahead and score it. And I don't always score it really. I just lightly score it because it is a little more delicate than regular cardstock. The vanilla is just a little bit. This is not a thick cardstock. I don't think I did thick. I think I did regular so that it folds nicely. Okay, so then we're going to do that. But you could definitely do thick if you wanted. It's 12 by 12, so it's whatever 12 by 12 is what I had to do. All right, so now we're going to fold this one, and I just do it like that. Okay, now we're going to wedge. So we wedge that one. We're going to wedge. We're going to cut up this one straight. Okay, because you want this corner straight, but I went a little over the edge, so just kind of fix it. And then we're going to wedge this one. So just a little wedge. And a wedge means you get a little whiter at the bottom and not so white at the top. Okay, so we're going to wedge that one. This one is straight. This one is straight. But you're going to take this whole piece off right here, this little piece off. All right, so now remember, when you're doing this, you're going to be able to back up the video, slow it down. Remember that when I do my videos, my bingo, I will go in and put a timestamp in at the bottom so that you can just click on project 1. It'll pass all the bingo and all the chatter. It'll take you right to your crafting. Okay, so now you're going to wedge this piece, and you're going to take this piece off. You need 2 of these. Okay, 2 of them is what you need. All right, so this is as far as I got. What I'm going to do is now pull out the package like I give you, and so you can see exactly where you're at now. So here is your package. It's going to look like this. The green Post-it note is your magnets, okay? So be careful. Your package will have magnets in it, so if you need to know that for health reasons or whatever, you know, they're going to be right in here, okay? And we're going to set the bow aside, and let's set all of that aside. Now, backing up quickly, if you're going to make this on your own, when you do, your piece right here is going to be able to cut down the size of your lid. Okay, I'm not going to redo the lid for you, but it does cut down the lid for you So it's the same piece of paper and you only need one lid. Okay. So I give you the lid and I'll give you all the measurements and everything if you want to create this on your own. All right, so this is what you're going to get. You're going to open it up, put the thin part on the side, okay, and now you're going to go ahead and burnish the other way. I did the one way just enough to get it in your package. All right, now everything else is folded. You can fold this back and fold that, okay. Is everybody getting that so far? And so now, again, we're going to go straight up on this side. Right here, we're going to wedge it. Hallmark shows are coming. Are you guys ready for Hallmark movies? I am so excited. I've been watching some on Netflix, but a lot of them I've already seen. All right, so I'm just doing this again because this is how you're going to get your package. We're going to take this off. And then we want to wedge this. So go ahead and just wedge that. And then wedge the end. Okay. So there we go. So there's your piece. I'm not going to redo this one. I'm just going to grab this one because I just did it for you. But you're going to get 2 of them in your package. Okay. All right, then the next thing you're going to get is this. All right, so let's take the lid out. It's scored already for you. It tells you the measurements. This is the packet. This is the corners that I did. So I did the corner on this. So we're going to go ahead and score that and burnish it. Okay. So set that aside. You're going to have 2 pieces like this, 2 triangles, 2 panels, and it's going to give you all the measurements. I'm like, are you guys still here? Because there's no comments. And I'm like, wait, I'm still recording. I mean, I'm still going, right? Yep, I am. Okay, and then 2 pieces like this. So you're going to have 4 pieces, and these are embossed for you already. It just adds texture and adds something, you know, a little bit more fun than just plain old paper. And these are going to go on your triangle. So we can go ahead and adhere things now. And so let's take your pieces. This is the bottom. You don't want to put anything on the bottom. So let's go ahead and we're going to add our triangles now. So I just add liquid glue. I'm good, Renee. I'm glad you guys are concentrating. All right, we're going to go. I just thought, oh man, usually there's some kind of comments going, and I thought, oh, I lost them. All right, so now let's go ahead and add those right in here. Just kind of center them. It's kind of easier to do it when it's flat, but it's totally up to you. I'm going to do both triangles at the same time. So just move. That's why you need 2 pieces. Remember, this is 12 by 12 you need to start with. All right. That's what I like about this being on your bingo, you guys. I almost didn't do it on bingo because it is a little more detailed, but you know, seems like all my stuff tends to be a lot. But I thought this would be a perfect little gift, matching gift set. All right, so here we go. Now, the bottom part is your DSP, okay? Bottom part is DSP. So I'm going to use my runner. Oops. It doesn't have to be all the way to the edge, but you know, get it close enough to, it's not going to come off. So, but see how this is easier flat. You can just put it on there better. What's nice about this is this paper is non-directional. It's just whatever, so it's nice. All right, so there we go. There's that piece. Let's pull this one in. Oh, I can tell you right now that this package is missing something. So I'm going to go grab another one. All right, let's go like this. go just like this. All right, put that on there. All right, that's 2. Now we're going to do our DSP. So let's go ahead and put our DSP on. And I'm going to use glue. I'm just gonna, you don't want to go too close to the edge because, you know, when you lay it down, it's going to squish a little. I'm going to do one little line down the middle. All right, so we're going to bring this in and put it right on the top. Now, I will tell you, on your embossed piece, the piece is too long for the embossing folder. So you're going to be able to tell a little bit. Like, see, there's a little line right there. It's hard to see, but it is there. But it's because the embossing folder is too small for a big project like this. So you got to kind of put it back through. All right. All right, so here's that. We're going to do this one again. Okay, same thing. Just kind of center it the best you can. All right, now let's go ahead and adhere these pieces on. I'm going to do it with glue. So I'm going to take with this. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dana. Thank you. Jeez, I've done this so many times. Okay, we're going to lift this up, and yes, it's going to tear a little bit, but that's okay. Do not do what I just did. You want to put your magnets in. All right, so I have 2 magnets. I'm going to use glue dots because once they're in, they're glued and they're going to be fine. So, I'm glad you said that. All right, I'm going to put a glue dot. Darn it. All right, we're just going to put it down a little ways. Kind of right there. All right, and we're going to put a glue dot on top of it, so don't worry. I'm even laughing more because I realized, see, this is why I don't send your kits out, because I gave you 2 magnets and you need 4. All right, and we're going to put this one right there. And then what we're going to do is put a glue dot on top. So put your glue dots ahead of time. Put your magnets ahead of time. So put a glue dot right there, nice and straight. Okay, and now your glue will hold that down. If you do it after the box is put together and then add this piece last, it's better. And I'll tell you, because then you can align your glue dot, your magnets and everything together. I'm going to lift this one up as carefully as I can and put another glue dot right there. And a little glue right there. All right, so don't do that. All right, there we go. Silly me. All right, now what I'm gonna do is pull out 2 more magnets and double check your guys' magnets. I need 2 more. And let me pull a lid. Hold on 1 second. I need a piece that I didn't get. All right, you need your DSP for your lid. And I ordered more DSP and it came in, and now I'm hoping I still have enough for your lids. Most of them have them. There's a few that might not. So I'll have to look. Now I'm stressing out. I'll be overnighting DSP. All right, my plan is these aren't going to go out Friday anyway because I still have to package them. They're all packaged, but into your envelopes, into your mailing labels. All right, so let's put this on. Again, on your DSP, you are also going to do your corners for your lid, or your flap on your lid, okay? So it'll look nice for your project, okay? Now, let's go ahead and put our last two pieces on here. Slimline embossing folder. Oh yeah, that might be a good idea. Because of the detail in your cards is why I'm over your videos. Because of the details in your videos is why I love your video. Oh, thank you, Barb. I appreciate that. All right. Now you're going to add your glue again. Notice I don't go all the way to the edge, but I definitely put enough in there so it's not going to go anywhere. And then this goes underneath these right here. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, so that one's done now. That one has the magnets. And then this one. So what I would suggest is maybe you don't add the top blue pieces until the end, and there's a couple of reasons, and I'll tell you when we get there. It's going to help you. Number one, you don't put the magnets on backwards. Number two, your lid goes on the inside, but we're going to put this together first. So let's put our glue on here, on your flap. Okay, I'm trying to read magnets under the paper. October 23rd. Oh no. All right, well, I have ordered so much of this paper for this project, and then I ordered more, and now I'm hoping that I have flaps in all the other packages. The one I grabbed did. So I'm going to stress out if I don't have enough paper. So bear with me. All right, let's see. There we go. October 23rd. All right, so there we go. So there's your box on one side. Fold it and make sure, because this is your corner, so make sure that your, you can push it out a little bit so that it's not overlapping too much. Just kind of squish it out there a little bit. There we go. That's why you want to use liquid. It's a lot easier to do. All right. Now this one is going to go over here. So again, put it on the flap. I knew my glue is running out. So when you have to squeeze too hard, you know you need to put more glue in. All right. There we go. I'll hold that for a second. Let me close my windows here. They're dark out there. Oh, thank you, Bobette. I appreciate it very much. All right, so now you have your box. Your magnets are on this side, okay? So right now, before I forget, I'm going to take your flap. You don't want to put your flap in between your paper and your outside. You want it to go on the inside, okay? So we're going to put glue right here. My glue is just not cooperating. Okay, it'll squish where you need it. And now it's going to go right inside, right to the edge, right to the edge. Okay, and if you wanted to, you could wedge those edges a little bit if you want, but as long as you have it in there, right to where the fold's gonna go. This one has a little bit of glue right there. Okay, and then lay it down. I'm gonna take that glue. And then just take your bone folder and just kind of, like I said, you don't want to put your glue all the way to the edge because it'll squish out and you don't want that. Okay, now let's close the bottom. Now what I like to do is I like to give it some support. So I put this on the bottom and then I put a little bit of glue on your flaps. You don't need a whole lot, but trust me, it's going to help support your box. And then put some on this edge. Okay. And this also is so your flaps aren't on the inside. Okay, make sure your box stays square. All right. And now let's put our glue here. I don't want glue going on the inside of my box. Okay, but I want a decent amount. I want it to hold, and that's what's going to give you a lot of support on the bottom of your box, is that glue. Okay. So notice I flopped this one backwards. This is the back of the box. All right. And then in the front, it's nice and folded right there. All right. So now take your bone folder, just kind of, I go up and down, back and forth. Just make sure that that glue is on there really well. And now you have your box. You've got these two pieces that you've already folded, and you've got this, right? But that's not it. Let's fold our lid here. Hold on. Put your lid up and fold it. Make sure your corners are folded well. Now, my magnets are up high because I goofed. So make sure when you do it, you want to put your magnets here and then kind of figure out where they're going to go and mark them. And then you can add this piece. So don't do what I just did. And I will put that on your directions just in case you forget. Now, also your magnets, you're going to want to put them, if you can, use a hot glue gun to put the ones up here. These are going to be fine and secure, but the ones up here are going to be a little crazy. Now, let's do the bow before we add the last magnets, okay? So I have this punch here, and it's just a two little hole. You might have a two hole punch, two holes. This was Stampin' Up! Years and years ago. I have the little round holes too, but also you can just use a hole punch. It doesn't matter, but do them about this close together. So the inside is a 1/4 inch apart, okay? 1/4 inch apart. So what you want to do is, you can mark your center if you want exactly, but I think this is, let me make sure, 7 inches. So if you wanted to, you could go here and go, okay, 3.5 is about right here. Yeah, it's close enough. It's not that big of a deal. And then just go through and put your punch. So just kind of figure out what looks 3.5 to you, what looks the middle. And then punch your 2 holes like that, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your ribbon and I just kind of fluff it a little bit. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your left one, let me lay it down this way, and you're going to put it through the hole like this. Okay, this is like one of those, this is how you make a great bow that looks like it's been tied on here. And then you're going to come back through the other hole. Okay, so that's the left side of your ribbon. All right, now you're going to take the right side of your ribbon, and it's hard, but you're going to poke it through. So make them angled so you can take the tip and put the tip in so you can grab it. Okay, so you can grab that. And now that's going to turn. And now you want it to come out here. So your tails are going to be longer so that you can do that. And it doesn't really take that much extra ribbon. But it's, number one, your ribbon is going to be very secure because it's now on the inside of your box. Okay, so now fluff it up, angle it. I'm going to get a glue dot just so I can make it face and look the way I want it to. So get a glue dot and just put it right underneath the middle of your bow. Push your bow down. Okay, now you can tug at your tails just a little bit because now your bow is not going anywhere. And now you can fluff that bow up and it's not just glued on there. Because if you just, and this works great on cards too. I've done it before. You guys have seen me do it on cards. But I like it because it doesn't go anywhere. All right, so you can fluff your bow up. Remember, these have been in packages for a little bit, so just give it a little time to fluff a little bit. All right, and I'm going to put these on with glue dots. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. And this is how you should do it also with hot glue. So take your magnets and put them right on where your magnets are. Then I'm going to take my, I'm just going to do it with a glue dot for now, but I would recommend hot glue because they do end up coming off. All right, so you're going to have them like that. You're going to close your box all the way so that your lid is nice and triangle on there. Can't you use Velcro? Cindy, I did try Velcro first. That was worse. It just came off right onto the paper. And I think it's because of the way this is angled and it's pulling at it. It's just, it was just a little harder. How many cards will this hold? You know what, Barb? I bet a lot. Hold on and I'll check. All right, so there you go. But like I said, this one, I mean, see, it's barely hanging on there, but it is a glue dot too. So if you have a stronger glue, you know, use that. So here's this. Let me see how many cards will fit in it. So here is all of our cards today. So let me take my packaging out. So these are 6 cards easily and envelopes. So look at that. You could probably put a dozen in there easy, and maybe even the envelopes. So this would be a great gift for somebody. You can add a tag on it if you want. We have those tags like this, you know, that you could, you know, tie right here. What I would do is put a little bit of linen thread, maybe tie it here, and then have, you know, your little tag hang down. And then it would just look kind of like that. But of course I would use vanilla. But you could definitely do something like that. But yeah, it will hold a lot of cards. This is 6. So it's kind of hard to hold them and do it. But there we go. See, you could put a lot in there. 6 easily with envelopes would be, I think, a nice gift. Or 8 would be a good number. 10, something like that. But anyway, so that is your 4th project. I hope you guys liked it. I almost threw my glue dots away. You're going to get a PDF like this. Like I said, it's 2 pages. My ink is bad, so I email them to you guys. But I need to make sure that, number one, if you didn't fill out a registration form, I need to make sure I have your email. So I'll read off the names that I don't have emails for. And then that way, if you guys can send me your email, I can make sure I give it to you. I'll do that now so I don't forget. Oh, I don't have it on this form. Well, if you didn't fill out a form, then I don't have your email. So hopefully I have it. And I'll somehow get a hold of you and let you know. Oh, good, Shoshana, thanks. Thanks, Nancy Lee. I think it's a good bow to do like that so that you can secure that bow. It's not going to go anywhere. Keep your old punches. I keep all my punches. I don't care if it's a dog. I saw my dog punch up there, but I don't have the dog. But somehow, some way, it seems like a lot of things come back. So I keep my punches. If I can do, there's a lot of punches in next bingo. I can tell you that. But I can punch for you. So I will punch just in case you don't have them. All right. Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. An office gift exchange. Perfect. Love this box. I'm wondering. Uh-oh, there's Gloria wondering. All right, so let's do some, and there's no stamping. Not any stamping on this. Isn't that beautiful? So I love it. It's a great box. I'm going to do it for an event coming up. This is a gorgeous box, but you can even fold up. Oh, you know what? I just bought a top. Hold on. I just got this in the mail. So I'm going to fold it up and put it in there and see if it fits. Is that what you meant? A top? I think that's what you meant. A short top. Yeah. This is just a blousey top, not like a t-shirt. Let's see. Even with some tissue. Yep. Oh, you didn't even see it because you're on the other camera. Okay, so see? It's in there. You could probably wrap it in some tissue and put it in there. And this is a medium, I think, top. Fits just fine. Yeah. Well, that's my new top. Okay. Anyway. Okay. I just got it, so I threw it in the corner. Oh, you guys are so welcome. I'm glad you like the box. I don't do a lot of 3D items because I really have to love them to do them. But I thought this was a great gift idea. Anyway, to bingo now, and then we have, hi Shannon, and then we have 2 more giveaways. Yay! All right, are we ready for bingo? I'm ready for bingo. Let's go. Let me switch my camera, and let's pull out, oops, number 30. I hope you guys enjoyed bingo tonight. I hope you guys will also participate next month in birthday bingo. It's my birthday month. We're going to have some prizes next month also. I normally don't do 2 months in a row, but hey, you know. I usually do my birthday first and then Christmas later, but with the new online exclusive stuff, I just want to make sure you get things that you want, and if you can. That is right, Steph, the HUP program. The HUP program is something I believe Stephanie made up, and it's called the Husband Unawareness Program. Although he knows I bought the top, but you know, sometimes you just gotta, you know, shop. Oh, good, Eileen. I'm glad you like it. Oh, yeah. Paper pumpkin tissue would be great. $29. By the way, Paper Pumpkin this month, if you guys haven't gotten it yet, it is going to coordinate with November's Paper Pumpkin, I heard. So you might want to do that. Did you do your swap giveaway? I did, Lisa. It was Barbara Pendleton won that. So those will be going to her with her bingo. Number 15. Thanks, Nancy Lee. Thanks, Barb. Yeah, I really liked it. Oh, by the way, Sam Calcott is the one I got it from. I did make a couple of adjustments, I believe. It's been a while since I did it, but oh, I'm glad you guys like it. Or sometimes you just look online and find stuff that you just have to case. And that was one of them. I knew I wanted to use this beautiful paper. And I thought it would be, you know, this actually I think would be a great guy gift or a female, male or female. Great gift. Good print for it. And like I said, my next class is going to have several masculine birthday cards, and for October's birthday bingo. And I will fix that issue, you guys, right after this. So you can register. And it's not sold out. It says it is, but it's not. Number 9. So I'm a few ahead. So I'll slow down just a bit. One of my big gifts is still in the bucket, you guys, for a giveaway. There's 2 more prizes. And I'm going to do prizes for birthday too. So remember, when you do the lid on the box, you glue it on the inside. And then when you put the magnets on, I would wait and do that last blue piece until the end. Thank you so much, you guys, for the thumbs up. I do really, really appreciate it. Number 11. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Renee has a B-I-N. Leslie has B-I-N. Carmen. Dana. So in October, I'm going to have bingo on the 11th because I think it's the 12th or 13th I leave town. So I'm super excited for my little, we call it our birthday retreat. We go and we celebrate our birthdays, and there's just 3 of us, and we craft and get all our Christmas cards done, or I shouldn't say all of them, but a lot of our Christmas cards done, and customer cards and all that good stuff. So it's kind of a catch up and a relaxed time, but we don't sleep. Number 14. All right, Dana, Carol, Rosie, Carmen. Let's say lots of B-I-Ns. Carol and Barbara. And 22. I'm letting you guys catch up a little bit. I'm a few numbers ahead. Ooh, we have a B-I-N-G from Barbara. Yay. Deb with the B-I-N. Everybody's catching up. Number 7. So I put wallflowers. I have wallflowers in my house. I just like to have them. Oh, hi, Esther. Welcome. And I have a pumpkin apple one in, and it smells amazing, but it's in my craft room. And it's a little strong because I just put it in yesterday, and I'm like, whew. It smells great, but you know how when they're a little strong at first. Leslie has a B-I-N-G. Ooh, I'm going to slow down. And it doesn't matter if you call a number behind as long as you're the first one to call bingo and your numbers are out there. So I tend to slow down. I don't want to be too many numbers ahead. So I'm just putting my blocks away. I'm so glad you guys liked the projects tonight. They were a lot of fun. I'm really excited about October's. There's some really, really great masculine cards, and a great card you can change the colors on to be all kinds, masculine or feminine, whatever you want. So, and that's going to probably, I'm going to use the 6x6 paper, so you might get different, people will get different colors on that one. Number 8. Ooh, Dana has a B-I-N-G. Where are you from, Esther? I'm slowing my numbers down a little bit. Ooh, got a cramp on my hand. Number 18. Oh, I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow. I can't wait. It's getting a little long to do anything. Ooh, Carol F has a B-I-N-G. Number 3. I think next month, every time 28 comes out, maybe I do a drawing. Because that's the day. I mentioned my husband's going to be 60. I guess I really can't say what I'm going to do for him because he may watch. He does watch sometimes. Or he'll say, oh, so-and-so said something. And I'm like, how do you know? I think he watches. Ooh, lots of B-I-N-Gs now. Number 10. So Carmen now has a B-I-N-G. Carol F. Dana. My grandson's so funny. He's going to be 5. His birthday's this weekend. And he is doing a fundraiser for school. And he's so excited about it. He just has to get first place. Perry and Nancy Lee and Rosie, Gloria, Carol, and Rebecca all with a bean also. Ooh. Okay, I have a number down, number 10. So I'm going to wait a second. See if any of you guys go on that one. But he's so excited about his fundraiser. He is just, you know, he's in TKs. Pre-K is what we used to call it. Now I guess it's TK, transitional kindergarten. And he's super excited about his fundraiser. Carol has a bingo. Let's see. Carol. Number 1, number 3, number 10, 15, and 29. Yep, Carol, you are a winner. Congratulations. Number 4 bingo. Woo woo. Congratulations. Drink pickle juice for Charlie horses and crimps. You know, Bobette, I honestly think that my hand is, oh, well, happy late birthday, Dana. It's my right hand, and I did a lot of punching on, what was it I was punching? I don't know what it was, but I think it was that, because it was hurting the next day. And it just once in a while when I do something, it starts to hurt. I wanted to start crocheting this winter, but that usually, not start crocheting, I can crochet, but I mean, I want to do a project, but my hand's been hurting. I gotta wait for that to go away before I go buy yarn. All right. Congratulations. And now we are going to do our last 2 drawings. So one of my bigger prizes, at least I think it's a bigger prize, is going to be given away. Now, I know that this item, you might already have it. So if you do, I would love it for you to give it up to somebody else. But if you need it, want it, or have a use for it, please obviously keep it. Could we cover the inside flap with another piece of DSP and make the magnet more secure? You know, DSP is very thin, whereas the cardstock is a little thicker. So you could probably put another piece of blue cardstock. If you don't have a glue gun, put another piece of blue cardstock. I would do the same measurement as the front and add it on the inside. And then, yeah, I would think that, because once you glue that paper down, it kind of holds that in place a little bit better. My only concern would be if you took a piece of the cardstock and you put it here and then you closed it, would it hold enough? And it seems to be, you know what I mean, with 2 pieces of cardstock and adhesive. And will it close enough? I can't, no, it's not closing. This other side's closing. Let's see. If I'm going to put 2 pieces of cardstock. No, it doesn't hold. No, it doesn't hold. It's too much paper in between. That was a good thought, though. I thought we had it settled, but no. All right. Oh, I'm glad you guys had fun. Number 2, look at you. She's already ready. I'm chatting away, and you know what? That was a good number you chose, Miss Carol. Is it your box? Can probably do whatever you want. Yeah. Okay, so number 2 is something very popular, and it is called Trucking Along. Whoops, with the upside punch. Trucking Along goes to Carol. Carol, if you need it, want it, must have it, this is yours, and it will come with your bingo kit. If you opt to donate it to somebody else, to draw again, I definitely can, so just let me know. It is a hot item, and not everybody has it because it was sold out, but it's coming back. I would get the stamp set. I would get the stamp set and then get the punch when it comes back, only because do I get the number 2 prize? Oh, you want you want the next prize if you're going to donate this one? Because this is the big one. I just want to tell you that. Do I get the number 2 prize? Or maybe you're behind because it is the 2 prize. Number 2 is for you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. But who knows what the birthday bingo may bring? I'm just saying. You just don't know. So, anyway, congratulations to Carol. And I do have another prize we're going to draw. So I will draw one more. This one is, wait a minute. Did I just goof up? Hold on. Oh, Carol, you won bingo. Now I got to switch my numbers around because I didn't do the drawing. I'm sorry, Carol, I screwed up. Okay, so I'm going to put a different number on here because I totally goofed. And now you guys know the surprise. So, see how tired I am after a long day of bingo? Prepping, getting ready. So this number is going to be not number... No, I'm going to change that number 2. Okay, so this number is going to be number something else. I'm sorry. And this number is going to be something else. Okay, I'm sorry. Magnets came from Amazon. I'm sorry, you guys. So, Carol, you just email me your $100 shopping spree, and I will, or however much you want, and I will get that order put in. I'm sorry. And you already have it, so thank goodness. I'm going to draw again. So I have 2 things to draw. Your number choices are number 3 or number 4. Okay, number 3 or number 4. I know. Sorry, you guys. I'm tired. What a goof. As I drew the first name, I was like, that is not right. Okay, here we go. Jill Twig. Jill Twig, are you on? Jill, I haven't seen her, so I'm guessing she's not on. We'll give her a minute. Yeah, magnets came from Amazon. There's different sizes, just so you know. So I don't even know what they are, but use your ruler. Figure out what size you want. Because I have 3 different sizes right here, and I have a bunch of the larger, flatter ones. So they could either be bigger or they could be smaller and flatter. So I know. Thank you, Carol. I'm sorry. What a goof. Okay, so Jill is not on, so let's draw again. So we still have 2 prizes, number 3 or number 4. Michelle Hudson. I have not seen her, and she didn't ever give me her numbers. So I think she just wanted the kits. Dana Tillman. Number 3 or number 4, Dana? Which would you like? Number 3 or number 4? So we called 3 people that weren't. Number 3 or number 4? For Dana. Hopefully Dana's still on. And for all of you that won bingo, please get your order to me by the end of the month, because I like the bingos must go in the same month that you won. So Dana, you won the tape cutter. So this is for Dana. And then the last person, whoever's name I draw, can choose to keep or give the gift. Any of the gifts you can keep or give, obviously. How do you get in on the bingo and the drawing? Shannon, there's a link below that says October bingo, and that is how you would register. When you go in, just register and then pay at the bottom, and you'll be in October's bingo, and October's bingo will be a special bingo also. Normally, I do, whoever wins bingo, I purchase, they give me their list to shop in my Stampin' Up! Store, and they get a $100 shopping spree with me, and then your order could be whatever you want, but I pay the first $100. Yes, email me what you want. Okay, so here is this person, Lisa Schulten. Lisa Schulten, if you would like the Trucking Along, hello. The Trucking Along, which was number 3 now. Let me know if you want it. If you have it or don't need it and you'd like me to redraw, I definitely will. I would love for somebody to get it that doesn't have it. So, Lisa, let me know. Lisa Schulten. Here we go. There we go. Lisa. You are welcome, Dana. Under the video in the next month's register, yes, I would like the Trucking Along. Okay, Lisa, it is yours. It will be coming with your bingo. Okay, so the only thing I need to do is double check my bingo for the lids. There might be a few that don't have that little 7-inch strip for your lid. I got paper and I did everything and I had enough, and I think I didn't realize that a couple didn't have lids. So there's probably just a handful. So I am going to throw all these away. Yay. So I hope you guys will join for October. We're going to have another fun night in October and with some fun cards. I will get a post up that has the sneak peeks so you can see them, but there are masculine birthday cards. They will be all birthday cards, and I will make that as stamp friendly as possible, like I did, like I try to do on all my bingos, to just in case you don't have the set, you're going to have some good alternatives that you can use. And oh, there you go. Yes. So Barb is posting her Etsy. There's a code that you can use for Marcie's bingo if you guys want. She sells a lot of great things. So she's got these, and she's got the tape cutters like this. Barb, do you also still have the glue holders? Because these are great. I've had a lot of these from other companies, and these are just really nice. I have no affiliation with Barb other than she's awesome, and she's given me some to give away. So items. So thanks again, Barb. Congratulations, everybody. Oh, I'm glad you guys had a good time. So Bingo Marcie is the code for the stampincrazyshop.org. I want to make sure I'm not missing questions. Everyone, not just the winners. We all wanted to play bingo. Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys liked it. You guys are welcome. Like I said, I try to do stuff that you can learn a little bit and maybe think outside your comfort box, and that you can try something new and you can learn. And like I said, like somebody had mentioned earlier, you may not have everything that I have that I'm using, but I try to make it to where you can just add a tree or add a sentiment of something that you do have in your stash. So that is what I try very hard to do when I'm doing my bingos. Classes are a little different because I specifically do a stamp set or a suite or bundle or whatever. And so we use that. So Barb, yes. So on Etsy, she has her Stampin' Crazy glue holders, which are really, really nice. Everything's really nice. Thank you so much for the gift certificate. Carol, you are welcome. So remember, everybody, just email me, Marcie at marciebeseckerdesigns.com, and you can give me your order there, and I will get that in for you as soon as possible. What I do is, let's say you want to put in a $150 order, send me your order. I'll get it all in the system. I'll screenshot your total. I'll send it back to you with your invoice of the difference, anything over $100. And then you pay that, and I submit it right away. Your computer will not let you go on my, Barb's website. Oh, did you do .org, Rosie? Ooh. Also, obviously, if you guys are interested in joining Stampin' Up, if you just want the discount, or if you want to try to do this as a business, or you want to go to retreats or conventions or whatever, and meet new people, we also have a great website for demonstrators where you can see a ton of inspiration. Also, I have a team page, and it's a great community to be a part of. And I did have somebody, a couple people have mentioned to me that they thought that they couldn't because of their disability or whatever. But I learned from two people actually, that you can earn up to $500, and it's still not, under 500 doesn't count towards your disability. Now, every state's probably different, so you're gonna have to double check it. But also, if you are just getting a discount for yourself, that's not income. That is using a coupon. So I've heard from multiple people that have been doing it for years that said, oh no, they've learned that as long as it is a discount for themselves and they're not earning money, then it doesn't count. So check with your state, but I just wanted to put that out there because I've had a lot of people recently ask me that. So that's what I've learned. But again, check with your state. Everybody's different. But that's what I understand, is that as long as it's your own discount and you are shopping to just save some money, then that's okay. Okay. So Barb, her website is under construction right now. So go to Etsy, Stamp It Crazy Shop, and in Etsy. Thank you, Barb. It's hard to read and do bingo. Thank you. Thank you, Margie. Yeah, thumbs up is awesome. If I could get over 100, I'd be so thrilled on the first night. Yay. Dolores, I'm going to go fix that right now. As soon as I sign off, I'm going to go fix it. So I'm going to go fix bingo for all of you that registered. I'm going to go fix it right now so that you can be completely registered and paid and guarantee yourself a kit. So I'm getting my keyboard, and I will see you guys on Sunday. Have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.